Hello everybody, I'm just about ready to get started. Welcome Parameter. Glad to see that emote's getting some love. It went unused for a while, but it seems it has a purpose now. So I think for today, we'll do whatever the chat wants in terms of Rare Enemy Week. Either helping people kind of cross that threshold into 80, or just doing basic Rare Enemy things. I was thinking, kind of sadly, I probably do need to start doing frozen shooter runs again at some point. I would really like to play with the Snow Queen before I quote-unquote resign from PSO. That is technically on the bucket list. I'm like, you know, I was trying to think the other day, like, what items would I continue to play PSO for? And I'm thinking at least the 30-hit frozen shooter. I don't think I've gotten one good enough to consider for Snow Queen. So we'll see. It would be nice. I play enough Ramar that it would be justified, to be honest. Especially if I make a couple more later on. So what I'm thinking, I'm gonna boot in, see who's around. Check the beat timer, all those fun little things. I was thinking about PSO today. It was like, I clicked that like over a minute ago. Jeez. PSO's too much, chat. As we listen to Dynasty Warrior Gundam. Specifically the second game. Though we're almost out of songs on the second game, so I think we'll finally move on to a new soundtrack. Let's take a look to see what our little setup is for today. Even beat. Still the time of the Humar. I guess it technically is not transitioned over to the next Fortune. Well, I guess if people want, we could do pod, assuming there's other people around that would like to play. Otherwise, I might actually do some Terrell's Ego, the Forbidden One. But I'd rather do Terrell's during not even beat. Welcome, FrostMcG. Hope you're doing well. The only question is, which pod to do? Oh, Chris is here. Pretty much orange or purple. That's what I'm thinking it's between. Could always do some red ID to top it off if we really wanted to. Technically yellow ID kind of bonkers on Rare Enemy. So I might do a couple of purple pod maybe into yellow or something. Saw somebody very briefly before they disappeared into the ether. I guess purple pod is a classic. We'll start with that. And we could do a Rare Enemy normal boss clear outside of the even beat into Terrell's or something. I know Chris is not looking for any new Excals. According to him, he has many to unlock. So if it were up to me, I guess I would choose for a better Heaven Striker. If Dango was here, we'd be doing Excal. Zero doubts. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I also have like 3 or 4 that need to be unlocked. They're not like... The top is the top tier, but I mean, I already have 2 hit percentage Excals. Like, I do need them since I'm playing Hunters, but that's more... Just gotta play them at some point. So I'm gonna boot up. I'm assuming Chris wants to join. I'm not sure if you were looking to join FrostMcG, but you're more than welcome. Like, technically I could do purple pod runs with the other Hue cast, technically. I prefer at least to do something a little different first. Chris is logging in. FrostMcG has finally got my Rawcast into Ultimate. Well, if you want to get some levels with either of your characters, FrostMcG, let us know. We got a free spot just for you. Right, planning on leveling more characters today? Yeah, we could potentially do that if you wanted, Chris. Unfortunately, it sounds like you're a little tired, so we'll see what we do there. Because the way I view it, Chris, we either level you with alternate characters today, or we save it for October. Potentially just get cookies back. Well, if you're not in a rush, it doesn't matter to me when we do it. I know there's at least one more time guaranteed I'm doing it in October. Grimlock is here. Figured Chris would appreciate the name of the character. Oh. Uh-oh. Forgot. Grimlock might actually not have access to it. Uh-oh, Grimlock. You are in another party, but you don't have pod unlocked. Are you looking to drop from your current group, or do your other thing? Pod is one of the few quests where you need to be in a team that has it unlocked. I wasn't sure if you're looking to start up your own thing or not. But just be aware, you have to buy it if you haven't unlocked it. Rip pod. Because I went to invite you and it said you're not invitable. How do you leave the other team? You can walk up to the counter. You have to /lobby. You can type in /lobby to go back to the lobby, which you can also add as a main command, by the way. If you're wondering how I'm doing it without typing, you can do that as a chat shortcut. Then the counter lady, one of her options is to just leave guild. So I don't know if you were doing anything special with it, because you're more than welcome to join ours. I figure it would save you some time with points. Plus, then you would benefit from if I'm using Commander Blade. So there's actually technically a reason to do it, since I play a decent amount of time. Poaching new players, apparently. I'm like, listen, I'm also okay with them buying it. It's just one of those things where it's like, it says I can't leave. If there's, I don't know if you're the leader of it, you can disband it, I think, if you're the only person in it. Otherwise, you have to transfer control to somebody else. I don't know if you have a position in the team. I would just investigate. As I said before, I don't know what position you are on the team, other than I couldn't invite you. Yeah, you can see, like, if I go into the team info list, like, there's only 2 quests that can get unlocked with team points, but we are actually taking advantage of the Master's Commander Blade. There we go. Alright, join in. I'll just send you an invite. There we go. But now it gives you access to a quest. I'm thinking from the standpoint of a brand new ranger. I put myself in the shoes of, I've not played episode 4 before. There's a fantastic item you could get for rangers, known as the Heaven Striker here. And also, technically, you might get something called the V801 while playing. V801 is a thing that speeds up cast animations for your force. Makes them very good. So anyway, we're gonna handle all the pew-pew. Just be aware that the lizards require you to melee them, unless you're doing what we're doing. So if you're wondering what's happening, we're wielding the Heaven Striker currently, which is that kind of massive gun. We also have an item called the Striker unit. So I think last time when you were playing with us, you got a Heaven Striker coat. That'll create the mag that's on our back. So if you're playing a human ranger, this laser scales off of MST, so it does quite a lot of damage as raw moral. But she ends up being somewhat popular for solo runs due to that reason. It's also not bad bringing a raw moral when you don't want to play a force, but you still want to do some damage. So she's not bad in like mixed groups. She'll always shine a little worse if you do have a force. It's usually better just to go cast. Just because having somebody that's like a trap user or just being Ramar is like a lot stronger in multiplayer. Not to say that multiplayer Ramar is terrible, just not as ideal. Yeah, I'm gonna use demons there so team doesn't become very sad. So I don't think Grimlock has probably played this quest before. So what'll happen is that this path is gonna split into two. Right? You can see the giant grumpy mantis. If you walk towards the grumpy mantis, it won't attack you right away. It'll walk versus jumping. If you attack without walking towards it, it'll leap at you like that. So what I would recommend is that somebody escorts our Rockcast friend here down that other path. They're able to see the traps, which is why I usually don't go down that path, but we do need somebody to go down the other path. I'm gonna say, Grimlock, if you want to go south, I'm gonna continue going east. Yeah, because there's traps there that are kind of annoying. So if you could shoot those, that would be a big help for the other players. And I'll swing by the other side. That's how I avoid dealing with traps. If I don't have Lieutenant Mantle, which lets me see traps, I don't usually go that way. There we go. Rip Humar fortune. Yeah, the time of Humar was like 10 minutes on the stream. So we're a little ahead, which makes sense. The other path usually takes a while. I'm gonna sneak up on this other path and avoid the traps here. Perfect. So, Bo Newman time apparently? Oh man. Maybe we will stick to episode 4. It's not like we're not gonna play Torel's Eagle in the future. I'm not in a rush. Alright, so I'm gonna walk towards him so he doesn't jump. I'm gonna hit him with demons. Yeah, you'll see the human characters abuse demons a lot in Ultimate, I would say Grimlock. Whereas your character is potentially really good with items that can cause status ailments. So you'll stick to usually like freeze trap to lock down targets. But there are items like your challenge mode weapons, known as S ranks potentially, or ES weapons, depending on who you're talking to, where essentially you can just apply your extremely boosted rate and have so much fun with it, whether it's like an arrest needle or something similar. So you'll be able to lock down like entire crowds very easily. And even if you don't have those, then you're able to get other items for some use. Although I realize I'm saying this now, I'm not actually sure if Grimlock has a frozen shooter. So I think at some point, if Grimlock is sticking with us for a while, we do attempt to get at least one frozen shooter for him. Get him legitimately found versus just giving it to him. It's not a very hard run. A lot of people will do that as their rangers. Just requires going to Forest on almost any ID. And you'll get a good item. Although I think we could play like white or purple. Get a decent item. Yeah, we're just gonna do a box check here. If you see anything of interest, feel free to grab those items. We're mostly just looking for rares, so we don't usually walk over there unless we see materials or something. I was gonna say, the music is very happy today. Yeah, we'll slowly gear you up. But this gun is extremely good. There's also some passive items, like Glide Divine here, and the purple ID is a really good support item to have for a force. It's actually used versus falls to make sure you can Zalore at a further distance than normal. It is really, really, really good if you're looking to support, or even if you're just looking to do damage. It allows some tricks that you can't do without it. What I would recommend when... We'll talk more about the boss, I guess, once we get a little closer. But what I would recommend, especially if you're playing as like a brand new ranger coming into episode 4, recognize that lizards are not your friend. If you see these things, just ignore them. I can be honest with you. You should... I mean, you could confuse trap them if you really, really want to help out, I guess, because it'll make them turn towards each other. But it is kind of one of those things. Let me see what chat has said. Unfortunately for me, it's cut off. Regular spread needle will also be a cheap and very efficient addition in new Rockcast loadout. That is true. I think the problem is if we're talking about self-found, it's definitely really hard for like people coming in from like 80 to 120 to get the spread needle, unless they're like getting carried. If they're getting carried, then, you know, ignore that. Like, it's ironically almost easier to get a S rank. Just you might not have PDs for it. Because at least challenge mode you can clear. Where like ruins on a fresh character, ooh. Imagine like a fresh Rocket Seal try to do ruins. Sounds nightmarish. But I agree, even just like an all zeroed one, if you're doing trades, if we're moving away from the concept of self-bound, it's usually like what, a PD, maybe? To go pick up and it causes paralysis. You'll see it paired with an item called V501 or V502. V501 is more generically useful if you're not planning to do a lot of episode 2 hell, and is a lot cheaper. But if you're looking for unlocking new run types, you'd eventually need a V502. Almiso says, I'm new, but a few PS found were spent very efficiently in turning gear for my Rockcast. Nice, nice. Yeah, we talked about on one of our guides before, like, items you should go for as a new player. And honestly, like, the item that will come up, like, first and foremost, Charge Vulcan. Listen, it is worth every PD you pay for it, which should just be 1 PD. It's like, it's possibly the best thing you could buy for a single PD. It's just honestly so good. It's basically best in slot for anything that does ATP, and honestly, to some extent, it still works on Force, which is really funny. Praise be to Charge Vulcan, chat. Charge Arm is also decent, but I would say a little less mandatory than Charge Vulcan. So for me, Spread Needle has its use. Like, I'll give an example. Like, even if you're not doing it for the paralysis special, it enables you to do a very simple stun lock for Volt Op. So it's probably good to have a needle type weapon for that purpose. Skullmiso said they started in March. Nice, nice. I say that wasn't too long ago. Yeah, 50 hit Charge Vulcan is broken. Yeah, we actually just picked up a whole bunch of charge weapons via HellCleave. Nice, Grimlock leveled. I feel like everybody but me gets something lucky in the shops. I still have yet to see anything fun in the shops. Congratulations to Cheddar for getting a second one. So chat, if we do not see a Conjuru, by the way, this will mean 13 attempts in a row with nothing off stream without being able to see a Conjuru. The salt level will be like off the charts if this is not Conjuru, chat. I'm serious. Okay, so let's explain the boss for a little bit. So I'm gonna step in the portal as it's inevitably chambered in. This game hates us. Oh my gosh, it's a Conjuru. Well, we get a rare chance here. So what I would recommend is, if you're playing with other people... Oh, they activated the cutscene while I was talking. That's unfortunate. Well, good luck surviving. We're all really far away. We're all very far away from that cutscene. So just walk forward and generally you won't die instantly. But unfortunately, I'm on the outside now. Yeah, this is kind of a bad start. I will slowly fix my positioning. So, what I would recommend... I have no idea what color was even hit. Oh, it was a red one. I'll help a little bit here. Otherwise, I'm going to leave this to Chris. Well, anyway, that was a chaotic start. So what I would recommend is if you don't have Pew Pew Laser or a even damage weapon like Cannon Bruges or a Bazooka that specifically hits multiple targets all at once, I recommend you just stay at the center of the room. And by center, I mean more at like the 5 o'clock position. No worries, it's fine. So team's going to the bottom left. You need to be more in the bottom right. I said 5 o'clock. No, that's right. Think about that for some reason. Yeah, you want to be in the bottom right corner of that starting room. I'm going to deal with this so team doesn't have to. Oh, we didn't get the rest of the glitch. That's unfortunate. So if I beat this evenly, it has to go into the middle. I'll revive Chris on the way out, I think. He's unfortunately kind of in a bad position for me. It's not worth me going out towards him. Like now, arguably, I could try to run for him. So it'll randomly attack you with spinners. We're wondering how the team is dying there. Spinner says no. Okay, so now it's gonna come towards them. Unfortunately, I got knocked down before I get debuffed. It's really unfortunate. Well, I'm gonna revive Chris on the way out. So team, they can hit the one core that's alive. And then if you're lucky, you're gonna see a notification about somebody getting a hit percentage Heaven Striker. Ooh, laser me? Laser me? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're gonna show you the true boss tech. So we got hit on purpose. Oh, welcome remote. I almost thought it was just Call Me Stove that was talking because I saw the red. We'll talk about the colors of the spinners in a moment, but look at the wiggle hair, chat. It's all about that wiggle. If you don't wiggle the hair, you lose. It's in the books. No Heaven Striker for you if you don't get wiggle hair. That's how it works. See what I say? I got the wiggle hair, you get the Heaven Striker. It's all about the wiggle, chat. You should have got the wiggle hair. Okay, so we're gonna return to Pioneer 2. So remote, the color you destroy gives you X amount of seconds to hit the boss. So yellow is really tight and only pop yellow if it's near other players. Orange is pretty generous. And red means you could like fall asleep accidentally or like go make coffee and come back and it's probably still not gonna wake up. So we're gonna quote unquote accidentally drop a Heaven Striker near one of the newer players. Just, oh, look at that. The Heaven Striker has spawned on the floor behind them. Who would have thought? Oops, Butterfingers. Yeah, I got nothing to detect there. Anyway, enjoy FrostMcG. Of course there's nothing interesting in the shop. There never is, chat, I swear. People were saying 151, and I'm like, it's so sad. Yeah, I kind of want to hire Heaven Striker. It's gonna come down to that. So I don't mind giving those away. We'll do a couple more. Yeah, see, like, I got, like, a 35 machine, 20 dark, so... Just to be clear, I have enough for my other Ragers I'm planning to make, but... Oh, there's just another Disco waiting out here. Hello, random Disco Brave Man. So we'll do a couple more, and then we'll switch what we're doing. Wow, it took 13. So there you go, chat. 13 tries when it's normally 1 in 10 and it's 50% more likely to occur. So we have a 1.5 over 10 instead of a 1 over 10. So unfortunate. Well, we'll still do at least 2 more. So yeah, if you pop a yellow one and nobody's near it, you'll probably make somebody salty. That's usually why you'll hear me comment, like, if it's a yellow spinner, I'm like, oh man, I'm looking for any other spinner than yellow. Yellow really sucks. If you have 2 players that are near it, it'll die very quickly, so it doesn't matter. But if it's only 1 player, and if they don't have Pew Pew Laser, or they're not high level, it's actually very likely you'll have to do the spinner phase again. So it is worth actually spending a couple more seconds Just let the boss rotate towards the other players. Unless you're part of the designated clear. Yeah, Heaven Striker is extremely powerful. FrostMcG will learn how stupid that weapon is when they try using the sacrifice special for the first time on that thing. Like, no joke, he could probably just, like, normal heavy special kill a lot of things in single player at the moment. Just due to how good it is. Oh, oops, I'm dumb. I went to episode 1. Well, I guess since I'm here, I guess we'll do one, what's it called? Terrell's Ego. I didn't mean to go to this episode, but we're here now. We're gonna live with our mistake. Not like Purple doesn't get good stuff in Terrell's anyway. We turned a miss menu into a fun quest. Look at that. We did it. We are the victors. Now I can say we technically did Terrell's Ego. But this quest is probably one of the most run quests that is not in RBR. This is an example of a quest where I don't really want to see this enter RBR, to be honest with you. Because a lot of people are just say put every quest in here. I'm like, please don't put Terrell's Ego in here. Right, chat? Please don't. As soon as it's there, there's no reason to do any other quests. Like, I think it legitimately would be almost literally all Terrell's Ego if something like this quest were to enter RBR. So this quest is kind of interesting in that you don't need to kill every single enemy to advance. So you'll see some of us kind of stay in the main room and some of us move on. But, like, I'm gonna move on a little bit. Unfortunately, I can't show you the fun little force tech where you can pop things through the wall. I gotta play somewhat legitimately. Whatever. I'm using the power of charge arms to get out of here. So basically we're looking for the giant ape creatures to be the rare enemy for those that are blissfully unaware of how grinded this quest is. Yeah, this will be like one of your go-to quests during like Easter, for example. Anything that potentially drops items for playing. So even Halloween, you can even play this quest during Halloween. You're trying to get cookies and you're like, man, I need to kill a lot of easy enemies that could potentially drop something like anniversary badges or Halloween cookies or Christmas presents. Although, to be fair, at least they kind of changed Christmas a little bit so that there's a little more reason to do some of the other quests. And there are actually some decent Christmas quests unlocks now versus just fiasco of dubious qualities. Yeah, this quest is ridiculous. So think about like all those little moths that spawn. Those would all be chances at both PDs and badges slash Halloween cookies slash whatever, which is very funny and very stupid. We're going to show you a trick if you're playing with a party that coordinates with each other. I'm going to put a Ryuker down here. So the reason I want to do that is that as long as somebody sets up a Ryuker for me later, I will basically take their portal in the next room and come back here, just skip ahead. So we're basically going to divide and conquer. So like right now we could also move on to the next area. Like see how the door is green? In theory, I could just go to the next room. So I think I will. Let team deal with that. So I'm gonna start clearing this room. So that way somebody else can go to the next room and hit the switch. It's extremely important the switch is hit in the next room or I can't do anything. Oh, I'm getting stun locked. That's fine, I'm taking it for the team. So I'm gonna full clear this room. And then if somebody just leaves me a telepipe somewhere, I'll just take it and go back so I don't have to walk back. And at some point, wherever the team is, they'll take my telepipe once they're done. I'm gonna reapply some buffs. I was gonna say, the music got very dramatic. Man, I keep getting shocked. Fortunate. So I need somebody to send me a TP. I need to leave from this world. I'm gonna look at Chris on this one. Oh, there's one. I'll take it. And I can put it back here so that if they want to kill the Hilda-Tor, they can. Technically, somebody else could put a warp near the other door, but I'm actually just coming over here to kind of trigger stuff and leave. Sadly, no rare enemies. I'm mostly just gonna evade. I'm not gonna bother clearing this. Just a couple of shock ailments coming my way. I guess I'll leave it up to team if they want to go kill it. Otherwise, I'm just going over here. Put my warp in here now, in case they want to come in here. If there's a rare enemy, I would have left it there. I still don't fight whatever that is, generally speaking. I'm gonna spawn the maximum number of creatures in this room. There we go. So many targets, chat. You can't see them on screen, but just believe me. Look at that monster list on the right side of my screen. Holy. So many enemies. Yeah, the downside without a Brand's launcher or like freeze traps, it's very easy to get stuck in weird scenarios with the raw moral. Yeah, it's not rare enemy week, you're right. Conjurio was a fluke. Statistically speaking, even in non-rare enemy week, I still should have seen it. Would have been like, what, a 72% chance that I should have seen it by now? So anyway, I'm gonna help clear up this portion. Then I'm gonna move on to the next area. And we'll do a couple more pod after that. So sadly, since I'm not a force, I wasn't able to do the other check already. I mean, I guess we could at least check caves for Mill Lily. So we'll probably bother to kill the dragon so we could do the Mill Lily check. Because, you know, it's only like a 1 in, like, basically bajillion chance of it being Cycle 1, let alone rare enemy. Whatever. Never know. Grimlock's already 83, nice. Love to see it. I'm gonna do a little check down here. I'm gonna use my Razond, actually, to check what enemy this is. Nothing of interest, sadly. So I could do, like, some of the checks the Force can. I just can't do them well. There's a lot of enemies killed just then. So sadly, so far no Hilda-Tors, but we got one more chance. If team is feeling exceptionally lazy, I will put a warp down over here. Like, it will technically save them time. The visual cue for the other arena being done is you'll see 2 Hildelts spawn near where the far wall was. Like, where I first went towards that purple switch and got stuck. That's where they'll be. Now I'm gonna put down a real Ryuker. Alright, so whenever the team is ready, just take mine. We'll let them clear. Yeah, it looks like they're on their final wave. Save them a little bit of a journey. So yeah, so unless something has seriously spawned for the team up where I'm at, they could just take the warp and save a lot of time. It's so good. Yeah, no sense in walking that full distance unless genuinely there's like a PD or something. Okay. I guess we'll just quickly kill Dragon. Because, you know, we're here. It's Terrell's ego, you might as well just kill it. So people will just do this quest over and over again at low level in order to kind of mass clear, potentially for PDs, but also go for frozen shooters. Sadly, we didn't get a frozen shooter. but it is what it is. Let's see if we could go for the glitch. So again, when the dragon straightens up, but before it roars, try to time an attack. Let's see if we could get it. Let's get in there. Oh, we partially got it. Partially. And dead. Saves you a little bit of time. There's no reason to not do it. To like you should always go for it in Ultimate. It's technically possible to do on Soul Dragon, but extremely difficult because it doesn't just like linger around. So the moment you hit it 0, somebody else also has to hit it past the point that would make it go to the next phase. So your attacks have to be like very slightly spaced apart. Okay, moment of truth. Will there be a Mill Lily here? It's gonna Cannon Rouge them disrespectfully. Yeah, sadly doesn't look like any Mill Lilies. Oh well. I guess we'll clear this room and then we'll lobby. Praise be to Pew Pew Laser. Maybe we'll get Purple Numb card, chat. Truly an Uber worth hunting for. Anyway, sadly we did not get anything, so we're gonna slash lobby. And that's usually about as far as Trail Eagle runs ever go. It's extremely rare to see people actually go to the end of that quest. Yeah, I want to say like purple, white, and yellow are the more common ones run there. For forest. I don't know if I've ever actually finished Trail's Ego. The full clear is actually kind of tricky. I think we did a full clear once on stream before. Like, I remember we failed the full clear. You found a Charge Vulcan that run? Was it one of the good weapons? As long as it is hit percentage, yes. If you don't have any Charge Vulcans at all, it's better than nothing. But the reason why it's so good is that players can literally just go to the shop and get 50 hits on one of the best guns in the game. So it's not incredibly hard to find one with a decent hit percentage. But you have to be allegedly 151. I don't know where that number originates from, so I'm gonna put an asterisk. I haven't seen the source as to why that level is there. Every time I go to look up shop levels, I don't see any information that points to Blue Burst working that way, but who knows? Maybe it came from one of the devs at some point, working on PSO. Because there's always things that float on the internet where things are allegedly true and then they're not. So that's why I'm going to put an asterisk there. I have seen it at 180. I haven't seen it below 160. Look under the truck, it's true. Damn, chat, if only use strength to move it. No, it is funny. You can actually go there, by the way. It sadly doesn't have anything. Well, let's see if we get a vice. Oh, so FrostMcG is asking a classic question for new PSO players. So the answer is 25. So if you have something that unidentified says like 10, then it'll go up plus 10. But you have to just keep canceling the identification until you get a high roll. 25 is okay. Vices are also potentially really good, and that can drop in this run. So if you see an MNA 60 Vice, which is just another machine gun, if that has any hit percentage, that is potentially a huge value find for you. Which is why Purple Pod is ridiculous. It just has like all these casual items on top of just being like a best of location for these. Oh, sadly, the demons didn't kick in. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's rebuff our friend here. Yeah, what I would recommend, Grimlock, if you happen to play this in the future, hide behind that rock that we're hiding behind. Because the door fight can't get you, for future reference, if you're behind that rock. But it's gone now. It can't hurt you anymore. Well, until we do the quest again. Alright, so let them go that route so they can clear those traps. Otherwise, honestly, if you feel like your damage isn't there, freeze trap spam, confuse trap spam. Better than nothing, especially on these stupid Astarks. Freezing those is huge. They are very annoying. Where's my demons? Demons. Holy. Chat, did you see that? Oh, what was that? 5 specials in a row that missed? Brutal. Where's demons at, chat? Like, I can miss 1 or 2 demons and it would still be faster, but missing that many is just so sad. Game, please. One smart link. I do need another smart link at some point. I think I need 2 more, and I no longer need any more. So my remaining characters will be probably Ramar, Rockcast, Double Force. Although, honestly, I'm kind of at the point where I'm contemplating if I even want a green ID Force. I honestly just might take another Ranger instead of making a Force. And just be 1 ID down forever, and just acknowledge to myself that I could just play Fomar if I really want to play Force for green ID. I'm kind of at that point. I also feel bad that I also don't play the Fomar anymore, because he was supposed to be like the episode 1 TTF character, except I don't like green ID anymore. Maybe I will turn him back into red, like unironically, because he was red, because Nidra mags could be created from red ID. So I am very much contemplating removing him from green ID, since I don't play green ID at all. Ooh, luck material. I gotta pick that up later. Holy. The wall of Pew Pew says no. I'd say we're helping FrostMcG level a little bit. Maybe we'll get some fun items on the way there. Yeah, if you're not sure about something, Grimlock, always feel, /FrostMcG, always feel free to ask. I'm gonna let him charge. Now I'm gonna demon him. Or not. Game is just not letting me demon today. Also, I'm pretty sure I took a step forward before I shot there. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I got cheated. There we go. No items of interest over there. Yeah, there are a couple of common items. If it has Berserk or Charge, it might be good as long as it is hit percentage. It's a usually pretty safe rule of thumb. But there are some other weapons that potentially could be useful. Like if you come across, like for example, a Slicer with an absurd amount of hit but no other stats or specials, that can also be useful for other players. So knowing like what crafts up is always a good thing to ask. Or Zeus. I have no idea where I was aiming there. And also, honestly, FrostMcG, if you even just want to use Heaven Striker for single target damage, its damage is really stupid. It's worth the risk, honestly. It's good to experiment with that gun at some point. That thing's damage is insane. It has the ability to auto-aim with its special. I'm gonna walk into these traps. It's fine. We'll cure through it. Like, honestly, if you're fighting like Astark, you might as well as equip it. If you're fighting groups, then shotgun's probably still fine. Just that you'll find that eventually Charge Vulcans will be your go-to. Even against groups, you'll probably still do that unless you have a Brand's launcher. Because you're like, it's only like 2 people. I'll just Charge Vulcan through them. It's fine. PSO is a funny place at high level. Oh, Ivan runneth over. Do used fly. It was super effective, chat. we still got enough, way more than enough time here. I think we'll do one more pod, and then we'll maybe do like a full clear on yellow or something. So if I remember correctly, all the good drops on yellow are rare enemy, aside from the boss drop being super good. So we could also pick up like another swordsman lore, from like Rotobulu maybe, while also getting option select between Galatine and Daylight Scar, which I'm kind of okay with. No matter what it is, I'm kind of okay with it. So we might just do a one yellow ID run, where technically rare enemy matters. If Viridian had better boss runs, I probably would have been playing Viridian to potentially get limiters. But it feels kind of terrible to do like a full boss clear in episode 4, and it's like, your reward's a heavenly ability, and you're like, but I don't use those. Or at least the other items are more endgame. Any vices? Nope, no vices. A shame. Gonna believe in the team damage here. My rule of thumb, I always walk towards the red crystal. That's how you dodge every trap in this room. When you watch me play, sometimes you don't even know there's traps. Just like, trust me that I just dodged like 5 traps. Oh, I heard somebody set off the trap. So yeah, just as a reminder, don't try to like be cute and walk around the outside. The game will punish you for that in this quest. You do have to go through the middle where you're gonna take damage. Game is like, no. Get punished forever. Well, let's see, chat. What are the odds of seeing another Conjure? See, that's the thing about statistics. It's about the short-term chance of seeing it versus number of times in a row versus total. How many Conjure should we have seen in like 14 runs? They boosted rate. I still think the answer is allegedly we should probably still see another Conjure here. But unfortunately, statistics don't really care. So sadly, we just got chambered in. The knockoff boss. Oh well, I guess we'll try to get a dragon skill or whatever. Oh, see, there's an orange one over there. That one is worth hitting if it comes a little closer. Never mind, team already got the colored one. Assuming team did not hit yellow spinner, so I'm just gonna continue to go over here. If team hit yellow, I can't help you on that. There we go. Let's see if it gets shoved into the room. Nice. I was gonna say, given how long that took to kill, it had to have been orange at minimum. Yellow would have gotten up by then. Oh, I actually got a dodge? Wow. I feel like shenanigans happened there. I don't feel like I was that far from the wall. PSO, please. Annoying. I'm just gonna trimate through it because it's better than using Resta there. With 2 raw morals near each other, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I didn't get the cast out. That's so sad. Ooh, Chris got greedy with that shot. We gotta teach Chris not to do that last shot. If it's leaned all the way back, don't go for it. You're gonna desync it. Ooh, it's so desynced. I'm not gonna shoot it here. No! Oh my gosh, that was almost bad. Okay, we can fix it now. Oh, he's shooting it when it's doing wild things. There we go. I'm scared. Chris is scaring me. Just like, I would never have shot it there. It's okay. We'll teach Chris the timing on it. Usually the thing is when it's reeling back, you could get 3 if you shoot immediately. Otherwise, 2 is like 100% guaranteed, not going to do anything. Otherwise, when it comes back from rearing back and pulls forward, you could get exactly 2 lasers consistently, or 2 like Razan/Robardas. If you go for a 3rd, it could desync the hit. I'm not saying you can't hit it, but It makes it a little weird. Yeah, see, if I had shot when Chris shot, it would have... Not only would it have hit us, but then it wouldn't have been evenly popped, so it would have been scary. See any fun items here? Not really. So yeah, these boxes are extremely good, and they are always, always, always worth checking. I find these boxes actually just genuinely almost always better than TTF boxes. I don't know why, but I just know it's true from experience. I don't know if there's just more guaranteed weapons, or it's just the ID we happen to play on happens to kind of skew it a bit differently. But like the fact that purple gets like mech gun here, or like yellow is just generically good, which are IDs you don't normally go into TTF with. I just feel like we just get better boxes here. It's kind of like you might see more calibers on Sky ID there, whereas you wouldn't really do Sky ID in episode 4 for bosses. Anyway, let's try one more pod. Then we'll do a full boss clear. I'm gonna double check the drops. So yellow ID rare Dorfon gives Cannon Rouge, allegedly. Pazuzu gives Girasol. Rare Marissa just gives Flambridge, which is a little disappointing. But again, Galatine versus Daylight Scar. Pretty much guaranteed good at boss items. Both of those are relevant for different players. So yeah, we might do a yellow ID to honor Rare Enemy Week. Beat at Train Odyssey 4 today? Nice. I still don't think I've played more than 1, 2, and then I think 5. And then I didn't beat 5. I hit max level in 5 in under 8 hours. No, under 10 hours, excuse me. I might have technically been at like 70 something at like hour 8 or something. Then I broke the game so bad I stopped playing. I've completely crippled all progression and sense of wonderment in this game. Don't think I'm supposed to be walking around with max level characters on the second boss fight of the game. It was bad, chat, as I said before. They should not have let you get auto fights plus rare enemy boost. That was a big mistake to give to the player. Probably one of the few times I've ever bothered quote-unquote grinding in that game. Like 50 encounters and I'm max level. I'm like, oh, that wasn't very long or hard to do. Question mark. Big mistake, Chad. Goodbye, Satellite Lizard. Just a little broken. Definitely working as intended. Yeah, it was like Ronin and then the whip character, whose name I forget. Those two combined was like ultra stupid. Like that playthrough went full dumb as soon as I unlocked it. Between the two of them, you get all those passives. You're staying behind to shoot rappies. I respect that. I do like this song. I thought about skipping it forward, but I'm like, no. We'll let it keep going. Don't mind me. Just gonna shoot through the wall. Your average raw moral gameplay. Shoot wall, hit enemies. There we go. Just see that? You just believe. Come on, demons. I have a 98% chance of hitting that second special as a reminder, chat. Are you being serious with me right now? Holy, I failed so many checks there. 75% chance is an utter lie, chat. I want you to look at how many demons I failed in this session and last session. It's like off the charts. I land like 1 in 4. It's like, it's actually upsetting. It feels the opposite of 75% chance of hitting. I'm gonna spook a couple of them to speed that area up a little bit. Oh, you love the sideways Dorfon? Yeah, it doesn't quite know what to do in multiplayer. was gonna say, what's funny now is that you might feel a little squishy as the Rawcast, but just you wait as you get closer to level 160. Your HP will become so high you won't know what to do. And that's where I feel like definitely a different balancing team was involved with essentially 1 to 80 versus the 200 VS. Yeah. They actually do have like slow HP growth. It's just somewhere around like 140 it becomes stupid. Like they start getting like 14 HP a level or something like that instead of like 7 or 8. And it just gets out of control from there. Makes no sense. So sad. Yeah, challenge mode where you feel like you have low HP and you're like, who is this character? It's the Dreamcast balance team versus the Blueburst balance team / version 3 or whatever they call it on GameCube. Or lizards. PSO, the only game where having more HP makes you more of a liability than actually safer. That was rude. Demons, please. I am seriously barely 50-50 these demons. So sad. Come on, 98% chance of working. Surely you could work a bit more often than every 4 shots. One day. The pipe dream of demon special actually landing will happen. Yeah, we'll reserve like green and red ID runs for like drop rate or rare item week. The time of the yellow ID is upon us. We might as well do something that benefits from it. Four enemies. All the pew-pew laser. All of it, chat. I'm gonna go for demons again. Okay. At least it did land that time. Plus. Huh? Why did it leap at the other? Oh, because picking up an item counts as attacking. Oh. Well, that's jank. Today I learned. Oh no, not the strange abacus. I almost feel like we should have a quote. Yeah, somebody picked up an item next to me and it attacked them because that was their normal attack button. Because otherwise there's no reason that should have attacked. Because the other player wasn't even walking away from it and they weren't attacking. That's so dumb. He's input reading you, chat. Look out. It's like those old fighting games where they do try to like legitimately read your inputs and you can mess with the AI by purposely attacking while blocking or doing like jump animations or other things that don't let an attack come out to confuse it. So good. Game gets very confused. It's like block stun? What's that? Clearly the player's still attacking. Yeah, the strange abacus is definitely something. I swear, the game is like so solid until like the last quarter. The translation definitely falls apart, unfortunately. It's around the time you start being addressed by a different honorific by, what's her name, you? That's where you know something happened with the translation. They should have given it another pass. But oh well. It is what it is. Is it Chung? It might be Chung Yu. Talking about the Explorer Society. Party member. Out of here. Versus Lady Yu. Oh, Sen Yi. There we go. We got there eventually. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Lady Yu was one of the other... There was a Lady Yu in that game, but that's not the one I was referring to. Rip Rap Beast. But anyway, Grimlock already 86, not bad. Slowly becoming tankier. There's so much pew-pew laser, this is so abusive. Yeah, I'll probably switch over to yellow ID Force. Sadly, no Yashmanikovs. That's also a fun weapon to get. Especially if you're a starting character. That can also be your backup Vulcans. For those that aren't aware, it's a Vulcan that doesn't have a very interesting special, but what it does have is sniper range with a mech gun, which has niche uses, probably most used versus Falls. So that way, no matter where Falls is in the arena, you can hit them. Yeah, Yashmanikov is so fun. It lets you get better positioning when you're killing the cave spawn as well. So you can wait for it at the opposite end and just kill it with normal, heavy. And that way you save, like, the walk distance. I think as you get, like, truly oops all sphere and gear, it becomes less useful. But otherwise, it's pretty fun. Man, we have seen a distinct lack of rare enemies. So I would just like to state this. This is why I think Rare Enemy Week is a lie. I think it's actually just vanilla rate, and everybody's been gaslit into thinking the bonus does something. I'll be real with you. I don't have any proof on the screen contrary to my statement. And given our Conjuru luck, I think I'm allowed to think that. We've seen the expected amount, none. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I definitely got burned out on the game doing... Oh no! FrostMcG dropped. Oh, that's a shame. Might be having power issues again or something. Rip FrostMcG. Damn, we were right there. So sad. Well, let's see what kind of enemy it is. I doubt it's Conjuru. Just a crash? Yeah, PSO shouldn't be crashing, I would just like to state. I haven't had PSO crash in, like, an eternity. I think Tiggy also has random crashes. And I feel bad. Tiggy's, like, the only person I know that has had consistent crashes. Where I used to have crashes were the Monster Reader in episode 2. Against that stupid worm boss. Just because the Monster Reader literally couldn't handle it. But it's actually been pretty good. It's been failing gracefully. That red, the red spinner is like right next to me, but I can't hit it. No, I'm just getting comboed. So sad. Oh, I was gonna say, that's definitely red with how slow it's going. The music even changed dramatically. Yeah. I would definitely report those FrostMcG to get those resolved. As I said before, the only other person I've heard where they get like that kind of consistency with crashes has been Tiggy. We think it has something to do with Windows. We weren't even like doing anything that I would have considered like crash worthy. Like we weren't loading like 300 enemies on the screen or like 300 items. Ouch. Chris always going for that shot. I don't know why he does that. It drives me wild. Don't do it. Don't go for that shot. Alright, we'll get the clear here. Sadly, I got knocked down. Yeah, I would still report it. I think Ender will tell you how to get to the logs if you don't know how to go to the logs. But yeah, those are things where, like, you should get those resolved immediately. think I'm trying too hard to be careful with my shots. Yeah, you want to go very quick with it. There should be zero hesitation on the initial shot. If you're not sure, you should pull short the multi-attacks. As I said before, there's like a certain rhythm to it. It's not like it varies. If you play it enough, you'll realize where the window is. But anytime it's like all the way back at max position, or if it's starting to go down, you should not fire. If you want to keep it in sync. Alright, so I'm gonna drop off this PD. I'm gonna switch to yellow ID. So we'll do like one yellow ID run while it's PP laser. Should be able to get there in 20 beats. I read that dialogue. I was mesmerized by him, apparently. So we'll set up another game. You're welcome to rejoin FrostMcG, but I am worried about the random crashes for you. Hopefully you could get that resolved. I'd post that in the help in the Ephinea Discord specifically. Ooh, double add-up chat. What a selection. As long as Psycho 1 is there, I'll just leave this game up. Hopefully I didn't leave it on another character. The downside of having one weapon that needs to be used by 14 characters. Survey says... I did not leave it. Good. Evolve? That's certainly a name. I don't think I've seen that one before. Worth bringing magical peaks. Oh, he has one already. Never mind. Purple Phonuman. Makes sense. So I'm playing chat's character. Giant quotes. Switch to magical piece. Foe emerge. Anyway, this should give Grimlock a lot of character XP here. It's probably gonna hit like 88 if not 89 on this quest. Quest is very, very dumb for XP. There's so many things to kill. Another favorite go-to. You'll notice I'll leave the Psycho 1 at the bottom. That should reduce the TP cost for later. This character with double add-up is so beautiful, chat, let me tell you. What a thing of beauty. There we go. Blue maximum attack E. Yeah, the reason this quest is so good, it is usually one of the go-tos. If you're looking to get a boss rare and just generally good items, it's one of the best quests in episode 4. I'd still say like new mop up is probably a little better overall, especially if they happen to be an RBR. This quest is easily one of the tops. Oh, somebody's not talking to the console. Sky ID would look better with the outfit. Yeah, the problem with Sky ID Force is like No, I really don't want to do, like, Goron Detonator runs outside of anniversary quests. Like, doing this whole quest just to fight a couple of Goron Detonators is not worth it to me. I mean, I guess you could always do new mop-up 3, I guess. Anyway, back to Gafoi stacking. A regularly scheduled program. Poor enemies, they're just taking so much damage from me. Yeah, the Babudas that we're fighting right now, those are the ones that drop Cannon Rouge on red and green ID. Probably one of the few quests that's still good on green ID. There we go. Focused fire that damage. Also, just as a warning to FrostMcG, if you've not done the quest before, there's a very specific wave where if you see us do a hello, we need you to come over to us. It's very important we all stay grouped for something. It's not in this room. I mean, like, technically it's also in this room, but it's more the room beyond. We need to be careful. Otherwise, you'll just get road killed by a million Dorphons. Yeah, I guess I could debuff into Gafoi spam. So there's gonna be 2 birds back at the entrance that we came from. So once we kill this wave of lizards, they'll spawn there. So if you want to position preemptively, usually as like a Hue cast or a Rock cast, they'll end up going over there. If you're trying to figure out where the zoos are, they're over there. Oh, full tundra. Look at that chat. Got rewarded for yellow ID. Classic yellow ID. So I recommend we all back up a little bit. The reason being is there's going to be 2 Dwarfons that come from the front. So I can interrupt their charge if they come towards me. There we go. We got them one at a time, and that's fine. Let's revive here. But sadly, it looks like we don't have demons. I don't have demons on this character. Rip, no demons. Alright. I'm also realizing that the Dorphon room coming up ahead is going to be terrible because we don't have anybody with paralysis. Rest in peace for the group. I'd just like to preemptively say I'm so sorry for how much Dorphon run overage is going to occur. Oh, you have demons? Nice, yeah. I'm gonna start spamming Gafoi here. This is slow the ass arc slightly, which is nice. Anyway, back to Gafoi stacking. Oh, almost killed them all. Nice for Foe cleanup, appreciate it. We're coming up to the Mage Slayer room, aka Oops All Babudas. So if you're wondering what the big nightmare of a force is, it's this room. Holy, get them off of me. Yeah, I'm gonna start Gafoi stacking now that they're nearly dead. So unfortunately, the wave after this is going to be double Dorphon. I'm just going to say good luck to the group. If you have demons, spam it and just believe. Just be careful. They're going to hit you probably as soon as the Zoo dies. So I think Grimlock, unfortunately, is in a kill spot. Oh, no. Targeted Chris. Fortuitous. Maybe I should unironically bring 50 hit kunai. Although, my double oh, I must be using a mind mag. I was like, how am I wearing double adept and only have 159 accuracy? I was like, so that math was not adding up in my head. like, listen, I basically have plus 40 accuracy. I better be able to hit something. And then I was like, oh yeah, mind mag. That checks out. No dex. Yeah, 2 adepts, I better be at 180 ATA, at 163. I better be. So anyway, the rule of thumb is if you ever see Astarks by themselves, that's usually the wave before a Dwarfon. So if you don't remember any of the other wave timings, just remember, never trust lone Astarks. Never trust them. Something bad is gonna happen on the wave afterwards. After that, it's more like rote memorization. Your mileage will vary. But generally speaking, if you play as Force, the more inconvenient a wave is to kill with Gafoi, the larger chance the next wave requires you to Gafoi. I feel like that's the design philosophy of most Episode 4 quests. It very rarely steers you wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill them here. Slow them down with fire a little bit, which is partially effective here. Go back to Gafoi stacking. Horses. They're getting absolutely crispy. Debuff, debuff, debuff. Help the team out a little there. Wow, they are actually perfectly stun locked on my screen. That's wild. They weren't even moving from spawn. Holy. Oh, runaway time. Run. Yeah, if you're anywhere near the middle after they die, you are ultra dead. Alright, so we're gonna kill them now. Okay. 3, 2, 1, put out a Gafoi, slow them down. Oh no, Dwarf Undeclare, what a shame. Anyway. Oh, Chris with the demons. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. We could work off of this. Yeah, there we go. Look how much smoother that was with demons. Holy. Like night and day how much better that was with demons. We would have been in so much trouble otherwise. Holy. MVP demons. Yeah, we were doing like 10 to 20% across like 8 seconds as opposed to 8 shots doing to 80%. little speed difference there. A little bit. Wait for everybody to group up. I guess I'll warn you, there are some pretty heinous enemies here. I will say Marissa wave before something bad happens. So if you see zoos by themselves, that is your cue, usually as a forest, that something bad is gonna spawn. So I'm gonna look for the double zoo wave. When the double zoo wave hits, I'm gonna let the ATP characters use their Heaven Strikers or whatever to kill. Also, I'm gonna walk further forward. I'm actually too close to the door. So the doorway is gonna have the Pyro Gorons, and then it'll be zoos on the right side. So you'll see me try to avoid where the Gorons are to try to hit the lizards. So there's gonna be zoos on the right side of the room. As soon as they're dead, that's the nightmare wave. So you see this and you're like, oh no. You're like, episode 4 is giving me just 2 enemies in a room. What awful nonsense is about to occur. So I'm gonna spam Gafoi since it's extremely important we kill these instantly. Yeah, there we go. The less you have to deal with those, the better. Trust me, you don't want to deal with those. I'm gonna walk forward and hit the Rappies here. Otherwise, your next big target is gonna be near the red door, and it's gonna be a Gertagulu. So sadly, you kind of just need a high damage weapon to hit them. I would not use a shotgun on them. So if you do have your Heaven Striker from earlier, I would absolutely use that to damage it. They have pretty high defense, so most things like shotguns are just not going to hurt them at all. There we go. Chris hit the demons. Or, you know, Chris could just demon it and it dies instantly. That also works. Alright, chat. We're going to go for my favorite setup in the game. Are you ready, chat? You're ready for it. I know deep down you're ready for this setup. Do a little wiggle. Do a little wiggle. Do a little wiggle. Yeah, there you go. They can't help themselves with the wiggle, chat. So anyway, after these zoos, there's going to be 2 Goron detonators at the south, 2 at the north. Your goal as a Rawcast is after this Goron detonator wave is dead, you need to be near the red door. If you are near the red door, you can freeze trap the bad things. Please be near the red door to freeze trap the bad things. So as soon as they're dead, we need you there like immediately. In fact, you can even stop attacking them to make sure you're in a good position. Perfect, perfect. So we'll kill these. Don't worry about this. Don't move. You're fine where you are. It's right after this wave. There it is. Freeze trap. Oh, there we go. Okay, good enough. Good enough. You'll get used to where that is, but it's like, yeah. Just like, if all those start marching towards the forest just dies. So we're past the hard part. Essentially, if you stay near the red door, eventually a Gertabulu will spawn there. You'll know it's there because you'll see a ring of Rappies. So if you see one where it's like one zoo and then like nothing spawns for a while, know that the Gertabulu wave is coming up next. So the Gertabulu will be near the red door. If you want to back up slightly or put Heaven Striker out, just be aware of that. But as a reminder, yeah, there you go. Good Vulcan choice for the single target, but just beware of Gertabulu. He's not very happy with you. Oh, big damage. Nice demons. I'm gonna go ahead and grants you from existence. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. So there's one advanced tech that we could try to teach you. It's hard to do without actually demonstrating first, but we'll try our best. So essentially, there's going to be a room coming up that is all satellite lizards. We don't need you to do anything as a raw cast. What you need to do is, if you want to play the quest consistently, you want to walk towards the rear of the room. So I'm going to demonstrate on the stream briefly. There's going to be a Goron detonator that spawns roughly near the mushroom patch here, one that spawns roughly in the middle of the room here, and one that spawns more towards the corner over there. So we need you to just stand on the other side of the room and attempt to freeze trap some of them. So if you want to switch to a pistol to activate freeze trap, that would be great. If you could freeze any of those, it's more than happy and welcome. But definitely recommended you shoot the trap. Okay, good enough. So it's definitely important. What you could do if you get really comfortable with their spawns, you can actually put freeze traps between each of them, so that way it auto-detonates and freezes all of them. That's more of an acquired skill. Okay, so we're gonna come up to some waves in the middle. Don't necessarily... Yeah, if you freeze trap that, that's fine. We're gonna kill this next wave almost instantly, but just be aware that after this, because you can see it's again, single zoo. Get real suspicious of stuff like that, surrounded by lizards. It's gonna be Marissa time. We never trust the zoos. So just be aware if you see them. We'll have to kill them very quickly here. Now, there's something I want you to do in the next room. That way you can experience the joy of playing Rawcast. We basically need to have you make a mad dash to the other side of the room. So what'll happen is that roughly dead center in the room, around the time the enemies spawn, as you go into the next room, put a confuse trap down. If you put the confuse trap down and you run all the way to the far door, we'll try to cover you. The reason you want to do this is that you could get every single enemy fighting each other, and it gives the team time to set up. It also means as long as you stay near those red doors, the next wave after that is more Goron detonators. So you want to be near that red door no matter what. Even if you mess up the confuse trap because you haven't seen it before, we need you to hopefully freeze trap that group that spawns there. We're gonna let you do a mad dash. So just run all the way through, put a confuse trap midway about where they spawn, and run to the red door. We'll cover you. But we don't want to go in first, because that'll mess them up. Alright, put it down, put it down. There you go, we're gonna debuff. There we go. So now you've confused all of them, and now you're more or less safe at this point. Alright, so get ready. There's gonna be things you gotta freeze trap right there. We'll try to slow them down for you. There you go. Good freeze, good freeze. Now come back to me. There's going to be a lot of bad things near me. So if you see Goron detonators pop up near me, just freeze them. They'll be coming very soon, but they'll be where I'm standing. So you can play guard the force. Yeah, there we go. So we'll slow them down a little bit here for freeze trap. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So we've basically gotten through all the things you need to freeze trap. Like, honestly, those are the problems. There's one more Goron detonator, but, like, again, they're not too much to worry about. So we're going to do basically a lot of Gorons. When you see the Goron with the zoo, just know that there's going to be a Goron detonator near me. So most of the problem enemies will be exactly where I'm standing. So when I play the game, will be a good visual indicator for you of where the bad thing is. And I try to stand in such a way that it won't hit me. Yeah, so once we kill these, it'll be the Goron detonator in the middle. Oh, look how much damage I did. Okay, they knocked me a little off center. Oh, well. So anyway, if you have any freeze traps, this will be the last wave that you need to use it on. I'll try to slow them down with Kapoe. There you go. Good freeze. There we go. Nice and clean. Good job. Love to see it. Anyway, Lone Gertabulu. Die, Gertabulu. Big Granst. Yeah, see that already 89. See, I was thinking you potentially hit 89. We haven't even fought the boss yet. Isn't that XP crazy? What do you think of that XP, FrostMcG? We've gotten 169,000 experience so far. Life is fair. I'm gonna switch over to Rafoi Merge plus Psycho 1 here. Let's see, will we get Kandryu or normal boss? Let's find out. Oh, just normal boss. Oh no, chat. Golly gee, we get a chance at Galatine. Oh no, we still have a useful item. So yeah, this quest during XP week is extremely silly. I popped the red one. You guys have like 5 millennia to kill that. I believe in you. Yeah, and the boss XP is gonna be like at least another 40,000, maybe 50. A lot of XP for the boss. Sadly though, we've run out of even beat time. We'll not be able to complete another one of these. Even pod would be a bit questionable. Yeah, I wanted to do that because I was afraid I was gonna die there. I could technically rebart it one more time there, but I saw the spinners, and they're making me nervous. Oh, didn't quite get the rest of the bug. So close. I guess I should call it trick. It's more of a trick than a bug. Also, why are they not hitting me? I mean, if I can consistently get the spinners to not hit me, that would make me super happy. Oh, I thought Chris was gonna shoot again. Rip. There we go. Cleaned it up. We put the fear at him. Poor Chris. Ooh, can I get the wiggle? No, I can't wiggle. No! No, this hairstyle is no wiggle. No! I failed this all, chat. I'm so sorry. We failed at character select. We do not have jiggle hair. I'm so sorry, chat. Oh, there's a little wiggle hair from Pivob. Nice. Look at that ponytail go. It's like wagging. It's like a dog tail up there. I'm pointing, like that's where I want the item. Yeah, so we ended at almost 200 experience a second. So it's basically on par. Oh, level 90, look at that. So it's basically on par with like a full TTF clear in terms of XP. So really, really good quest to learn. And hey, we did it under 20 minutes. That's a good sign. I guess I'll put away the Psycho Wand. I guess the question is, chat, now that even beat is over, what did the chat want to do? Did you want to do more Terrells? Want to do Temple? Just chat feeling. Do you want to do Rare ID TTF? Away these things. Rare ID respective tomorrow. when you truly don't care. Just like we'll do whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll buy back the tri-fluids. Well, arms are in the shop. Random charge laser on the floor, nice. Play anything, no preference, got a few runs left in me. Good to know. I was gonna say, when I hear stuff like that, I just hear TTF. Right, Chad? I'm like, that's the default if I don't hear anything else. I'll play the phone rule. Just 11 ATA away from using a Heaven Striker. Oh, didn't even consider that. Do I have any God Arms to loan you? I think. Or by loan, I mean keep. I don't care about God Arms. I don't think I have any. I have the 2 that I need for my new characters. That's a shame. Yeah, without those, I'm in trouble. Because whenever I make a new character, they gotta hold on to those. In fact, I should probably put those back on the characters that need them. We'll get you there eventually. That is the nice side of the Rawcast. At least you get steady growth. So yeah, let's do Red ID TTF. Who knows? Maybe the game will give Red Ring. Right, chat? What a funny joke. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Lava's Cannon. Oh man. Not to me it won't, says Chris. Poor Chris. Yeah, I'll switch into Faux New World here. That way I can say, we did actually do a variety of quests today. Pond, a little bit of Terrells, now doing some TTF. Still do more quests after this, of course, but I figured this is fair. Character is getting shockingly close to leveling. I'll go ahead and make the game. On the plus side, since Grimlock is not at max accuracy, I'll be using Commander Blade, which will give accuracy to other players. It is extremely good for carrying new players around, I would just like to state. I think this is like my new favorite item. It and Psycho 1 have revitalized my Faux New World gameplay significantly. Yeah, I gotta put those charge ray guns away. They're definitely eating up a lot of space in my inventory. There it is. So if you're playing with the accuracy reader, you'll see that it adds roughly like 15% to your second attack. Welcome back, Ertamperometer. Okay. Now I'll consider moving it forward song-wise. Oh yeah, this one's 40 minutes. We should definitely skip it forward one song. Like how these last ones are for like 40 minutes plus, but the others are 30. Maybe the song itself is just naturally longer or something. I'm gonna drop a scapegoat later before we fight Falls for FrostMcG. Yeah, this Commander Blade makes it so easy to strike. Yeah, I technically have everything I need set up to kill Falls, right? Glide Divine for extended debuffs. Summit Moon in case I'm looking to do tricky things. Technically, Club Laconium is better. So in theory, could put away Summit Moon. But it's just nice to have something that generically gives all the bonuses. Red Saber for Fall Up, Commander Blade for every other minute that I'm playing. So good. Nice. Hopefully with the way we clear it, you should get more. Also, this should switch to Rifo Emerge, but at least do some damage. Yeah, I need to potentially get so many more red rings. It's kind of gross. The downside of playing ATP. The grind to get your best items is much harder than the Forces grind. It's very easy to be a completed Force compared to completed Hunter. You're like, oh, you got all zeros in a weapon? No, it needs to be like 40 hit to be useful. That is like, oof. Meanwhile, Force is like, yeah, I just got a unit. I'm good. We're done now. Yeah, if hit percentage was not a thing, I think there would actually be a downside to playing Qcast. Be like, oh no, he actually can't combo. That it's like teehee. Just running around with 70 hit items. You're like, I've been Ramar this whole time. Enjoy the Commander Blade boosts. I'm gonna pop the boxes because I've been rewarded somewhat heavily. I think I've gotten 3 or 4 PDs from them since I've started popping them consistently. It is very solid. Parameter cleaning out the next room. Nice, as we clean up this one. Come on, good red saber. Come on, good red saber. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're not gonna walk to parameter there. We're gonna take a warp. Worth. Look at that time save. Oh no. FrostMcG is walking here. Rip. Yeah, we always take a warp here. Whenever, if you have a monster reader, if you see the hill delts aren't around anymore, it's faster to take the warp. There we go. Future reference. Not everybody does that, so like, again, it's hard to pick up from like random gameplay. But just be aware on the stream. If you see me playing that room, I'm usually TPing out. So I'll handle the Ryuker for you. Nice, got a nice debuff there. So again, enjoy the Commander Blade. So I'm gonna show you, this is your accuracy without Commander Blade. You can enjoy it for a little bit. Then this is your accuracy with Commander Blade. Had to grab 15 hit just get Brave Man, no worries. Ooh, we got the damage. Didn't quite kill, but we got a lot of damage there. Yeah, that made it easy. This is good timing on the chat's part. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw your character, I definitely thought she was a Hugasiel and not a Rockasiel. I was like, wow, that's pretty brave playing a Hugasiel at the TTF. And I'm like, oh.
Nibalang Valesti!
Valkyrie, indeed. Yeah, I saw the Cannon Rouge and I'm like, wait a minute. Something's not right. See, we gathered that from context clues. Yeah, we might as well kill those. Have fun. So I'm gonna stay behind and clear this room. Oh, actually, that reminds me. We're probably gonna need FrostMcG to do the slime dupes. Oh, FrostMcG, you ready to learn something today? Have you done slime duping before? Come to us, FrostMcG. We're gonna teach you something if you haven't done it before. Kill these dragons first, though. Don't know what that is? Okay. So, equip something that shoots quickly, and follow me. I wanna teach FrostMcG this. Alright, so here's all you gotta do. So FrostMcG, come into the room that I'm in, have a fast shooting gun, shoot 3 times, combo the attacks. To do a combo attack against nothing. Okay, so without attacking or doing anything else, come to me, follow me, and then what I want you to do is find your fire trap button and mash it really, really hard over here. Mash it really hard over here. Mash it. Just mash the fire traps. No timing, just mash them. And that's all you gotta do. There you go. See that? You're slime duping. There you go. Look how easy that is. Isn't that dumb? Welcome to the secret tech of all the casts of the game. Anyway, I'll put down a nice little telepipe for them. They patiently waited for us. Nice. So yeah, also fun fact for FrostMcG, if you know where a slime spawns, like let's say you see it spawn in the corner of the room, if you put a fire trap on the spawn point, it will instantly kill all the slimes that came from it, including the dupe slimes. So if you feel like your traps aren't doing enough damage, you can actually walk to the 4 corners of that room and kill them instantly with 4 fire traps. But it's better to slime dupe. The reason we want to slime dupe for FrostMcG's reference is that it can actually spawn rare slimes, and some IDs actually get good items from it. So Red ID, for example, could get Lava's Cannon as a random drop. I believe in your team. So we're gonna weaken up the body. I'm gonna heal the team here so they don't die. That was decent clear, decent clear. So, just see the striker bag in my face. Thank you, camera. Appreciate that. Yeah, the photo bomb was real. Nice level up. There you go, FrostMcG. That technique is so good at duplicating the slimes. So if you have a pistol, you usually just kind of go pew 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 and then you fire trap spam. If you hit an enemy, it still works. I just usually do it in a safe room so you don't get combo interrupted. Otherwise, what I recommend, FrostMcG, I'm going to teach you something else here. If you confuse trap these enemies, they die super fast. So I'm just going to debuff them, and we're going to confuse trap them. And just want you to witness how much damage they do to themselves. So if you're ever trying to play alone and you're not sure if you can kill, yeah, they just all killed each other just then. They do like 800 plus on a combo, and if they don't knock each other down, they do like 1600. Kind of insane. Yeah, look at that damage. Look at that damage. They almost died. So you are like mine's greatest weakness. This confused traps are also incredibly powerful against Sinnohs, but usually if in team play it's generally preferred you freeze trap them. Asterisk. The exception to that rule is TTF. I actually think it's better to confuse trap the Sinnohs. So if you ever find yourself stuck in the Sinnoh room in TTF, just kind of put confused traps in the middle, bait them to swing at you, and then just walk clockwise or counterclockwise around the outside of the room, and they'll die every time. It's very sad. Like, you don't even have to do anything. They just defeat themselves. So you could just kill them at, like, literally unarmed. Like, unarmed broadcast defeats entire room by doing nothing. So we'll go ahead and kill this Sinnoh Red here. So if you confuse trap and then just run around, they'll just kind of die. The only issue is if there's multiple people in there, it could be awkward to put the confuse trap down. That's where you just kind of spam it and walk away. They'll probably kill each other. Yeah, see that? You got a free kill. You didn't even do anything other than confuse trap. So if you just want to get free kills, just they do so much damage. They defeat themselves, really. It's quite amusing. So yeah. Casts love playing mines. I usually don't like playing mines as anything other than a cast, just due to the raw amount of crowd control power you have from the traps. And I cannot understate how ridiculously overpowered it is. Ronmar needs like all the set of gear to be viable. Rockcast is like, nah, I'm level 80, I'm good. They're like, but you don't even have a gun. You're like, listen, really? That's what I got, okay. Okay, I guess I'll pick up the magic rock. Anyway, I guess I'll go for the stun lock here. Oh, I didn't set up the menu. Hopefully I can menu this quickly enough. Welcome, ChipsWithTheClips. Hope you're doing well. There you go, FrostMcG. Your first slime duping. I can still save this. I'm good. I didn't have the tech menu set up, but it's all good.
Perfect mayhem!
I will thank whoever rated in just a second. I don't want to break concentration there. OSNP Jack 4 STTV. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome, Raiders. We're listening to some Dynasty Warriors as the team murders this poor ball up. Oh, we don't have a HuCast player. We might actually get hit here. So sad. I'll just heal the team then. So yeah, so what I'll do to pop the boxes quicker, I'll put down one Gafoli into a Razond. Kinda nice. UCAS leveling. Oh, UCAS leveling is quite something. Oh, I should switch back to Commander Blade to help the other players. So we're playing on Red ID. These are all optional clears. I usually don't do this unless it's an event, but I'll kill these claws. Give me XP. Next level 180. Nice, nice. I was gonna say, usually for newer players, we try to at least give them a cookie run. If you're ever interested in the future, a cookie is in your name if you'd like it. Assuming you're playing on Ephinea. Go through this. Yeah, we got FrostMcG, I think 1 to 80, and I don't know, how long was that chat? Maybe 2.5 hours? Yeah, literally on Tuesday. The cookie runs are real. But right now, we're just kind of messing around in CTF. As per usual, playing Rare Enemy Week, we give up on the rare enemies at some point. We can only go so long without seeing Kandryu. Yeah, we have FrostMcG went from literally level 1 to 80 on a fresh character. Not 180, just 80. It was kind of nice. I'll slow them down here. I don't want them charging. There we go. Oh yeah. So the oh, hey, speaking of spread needle, hey Chad, we were just having a conversation about that item. Congratulations. That's gonna be a staple for you. No worries. Get some rest. Thank you again for the raid. Yeah, that was a nice needle. Good drop. So things are coming up, FrostMcG. Okay, I should probably... we could show off some stuff maybe with this setup. We did finally get it from the ringer. Thank you again for the follow. So... fun fact for those that don't know this, the spawn pattern for these spinners are set. So if you watch like hundreds of videos of people playing with 4 players, there is a pattern to it. So if you play TTF enough, even playing 4s, you can get through without getting hit if you know how the waves generally move. Which is kind of fun. Here's your fun fact of the day. What I usually like to do if I'm playing Ranger, I usually go for the ones that are in the northeast, because there's like 3 that are always lined up at the beginning. So if I'm player 1, I really love doing that. Let me use a Foe here. Look at me just casually no-hitting with Gafoe. Don't mind me. Oh, am I gonna get tagged? Yeah, I did get punished for my hubris. Nice. Sleep well, sleep well. Anyway, we're wielding Commander Blade since it's fixed in Ephinea, so that gives accuracy to all of our teammates, in case you're wondering why I'm using this weapon. So our only mission here is to just try to keep the spinners off of people. As long as they don't walk into it like that, they should be fine. And then what I need to do is essentially fast swap into Glide Divine. The reason why it's important to have a weapon like Glide Divine, especially as a force, is because it gives you the extra Zalor range. So unfortunately, because I don't have it out immediately, it takes me a little time to menu, so I could have swapped a bit earlier there. Ooh, I'm gonna go back to Glide Divine here, and also 3 seals so I don't die. That was almost bad. I was a little slow on the menu there. Almost cost me. I don't know what the boss is doing. Now I know what the boss is doing. I'm gonna heal. You'll notice I can't really die unless I get tagged like that. Just okay. That's what I get for being out of sorts with the timing. I was going to showcase. Generally what you want to do is you have 3 seals plus Glide Divine. Means the spells can't kill you even if they freeze you. And then the Gafoe will always kill the spinners. But because I messed up the 3 seals menu, I had to take time to menu there, and that caused me to not stack Gafoe. So it was kind of like a cascade effect. But anyway, I'm going to use the lore here in order to debuff at max range with Glide Divine. And Foe does the most damage, so I'm just gonna spam this. Nice. Aside from my death, I think that went fine. I should have 3 seals prior to coming into the boss arena, because I don't need Refoe merge the rest of the run. That's what I get for being distracted. Let's see. Any red rings as we get in here? I doubt. Oh well, it is what it is. We'll use Zon to pop these boxes, because we can. So yeah, if I had to clean that up a little, I just gotta remember to swap into 3 seals. And I should have done that when I was fighting the claws. I think I just got distracted. But oh well. Now fortunately, because we killed so many enemies, because we're playing Red ID, we will always get escape doll. There's that at least. Let's do at least 2 more TTFs. But let's also move the soundtrack a bit further forward. We've heard this song long enough. Oh, that's the last song on the soundtrack. Well, I guess we'll switch soundtracks then. Let's try Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3? Sure. Got an extra V801 today running pod, nice. I was kind of hoping for one of those myself, or a Smart Link, but it was not meant to be apparently this week. Also, I should probably put away that Magic Rock Moolah. So yeah, we'll do 2 more TTFs and then we'll move on. I might actually take off the Summit Moon. I'm not using that. It'll shorten my menuing a little bit. That'll be fine. Okay, how many escape dolls does she have? Like 1 million. Oh, this is the character with my higher level text. I thought I had other text somewhere else. That makes sense. I still don't have many Gafoes though. That's a shame. Chris letting us know that he's looking to get more rest. Hopefully in the next 2 runs we'll get a nice item for Chris. We'll see though. PSO is very fickle. So TBD. Chris says down. Unfortunately, sadly, probably true. So we'll wait for FrostMcG. Yeah, that Spread Needle was a good pickup. See, we did get rewarded for Red ID. Everybody just falling over today, apparently. Oh, actually, hold on. She's the character that clips into the earth. Yeah, there we go. Look, chat. I'm just a shadow. I love that just this character seems to clip into the earth. Like, you'll also see, like, if you're playing HuCast, you tend to elevate above the ground when you fall over. Like, you're not actually flat, which I find very funny. I just like to think it's because HuCast is ascended above us as a class. You can't compete with him. Yeah, the music got very dramatic. Guess this will work for TTF. So anyway, we'll do with our standard first room clear. I am hopefully gonna get a red saber from this. Of some value, since I am playing Phone New Roll. I actually care about this item. Some debuffs going. What the? I swear that happens sometimes. Refoe's a little jank. Can we talk about this, chat? Like, sometimes, like, you're literally looking at the target, and it's like, no, there's no target. Oh, Refoe, why are you such jank? Try this again. At least Robardo won't betray me. Yeah, but I am targeting with Rafoi. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm literally looking at him and it misses. There's like a weird range where if they're like in melee with you, you can't target after getting hit by 5 frames. Oh, is that what that is? Maybe. That would make sense. It's weird that you can cast it even... I don't know. I feel like it should still retarget in that scenario. But it is what it is. There we go. There's the word. Just got Brave Man drop, but sadly it had nothing else. Yeah, it's definitely jank. It's kind of like Gazond, where technically you could target the monitors, but because like the main body isn't there, Gazond will fail. There's a little bit of targeting jank in PSO. You can hit it, but you can't hit it. Let's see if we get the instant dragon kill or not. We have 2 rangers. It should, in theory, be possible. Does it allow you to self-rest? True. Go for it here. Oh, I didn't get it. This healing other requires you to target. Makes sense. Ooh, not rewarded for the box clear. So sad. Guess I'll switch to the Club of Laconium briefly to murder that poor enemy. Yeah, I don't usually do a lot of self-target resta. I know how to sort of do it with the menuing and like swapping in between, but it's not something I usually go for. Somebody's already got the Volmer. I'll switch back into Commander Blade then. So yeah, so see these slimes, Grimlock? Yeah, there you go. Perfect slime duping. Oh, Mill Lily. You're on the wrong ID, Mill Lily. We don't care about you. Get out of here, Mill Lily. Don't mind me. Just refoing this room. So we'll let Grimlock continue. So Grimlock, feel free to just run and make a break for the slime room. Yeah, I think it's Demolition Comet. That sounds right. It's not anything I'm excited for, I'm gonna put it that way. We believe in you, FrostMcG. Believe in the triple normal attack into fire trap spam with no rhythm. Believe in its true power of unlocking potentially more rare slime. Uh-oh. Yeah, you make sure you hit the triple attack first. There we go. Now we're starting to see them. I was getting worried there. I'll probably just go with him at this point. That way he could just focus on that. Lower level asks take a little while to kill those. I might as well just do the Ryuker here. I should have run a little earlier. My bad. Oh well. It is what it is. I was gonna say, that feeling when Shifta, but not Shifta. Cutscene actually canceled it. Okay. Should be good here. Oh, I see he's trying out the spread needle that he just picked up. Nice. That weapon is incredibly useful for newer players. It actually allows for some really stupid stun locks. So for example, normal will stun lock basically everything in the game. As long as you have, like, a Heavenly Battle. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you have a Heavenly Battle, FrostMcG? What are you using for, like, battle units? I don't think we asked you. We probably should have asked you earlier. If you say God Battle, I'm gonna fix that when we get back. Next time I telepipe, I'm gonna fix that. material. Yeah. I still come across people every now and then that say, like, they're like, oh, you know, we're not going to use add-ons. And I'm like, do you know how much value you're missing or how much time you're wasting by not using add-ons? Like, are you going to tell me in, like, a 300, 500 man clear you're going to check every box for a material? Come on. Let's be real here, chat. Like, come on. Like, please don't. Don't be that person. Best to have... Oh, no, but you're not using any... Are you using any battle units, FrostMcG? Like, for example, you would be doing, like, Heavenly Battle, Arms, presumably Power, or something like that. Because Battle is very different than Arms. If you've been playing without a battle unit, we definitely need to fix that immediately. Get rid of you. The quality of life on your character will be astronomical. Nice confuse trap, whoever put that there. I'm gonna Zalor and walk away. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. FrostMcG, we gotta upgrade you a little. Only 10 ATP? No, we can fix that. We're fixing that next time I go back. We'll do that before we fight Falls. I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be like night and day. Red ID gets Heavenly Battles like candy. I'll just give you one of mine. And we'll probably even just give you Heavenly Power. Although, realistically, if I had better arm units to give you, I'd just give them to you there. In fact, let me go back now and go grab that. Yeah, Operation Buff FrostMcG. Yeah, I got like 1 million of these, so I'm not worried about that. I could probably give away 1 Heavenly Power and still be fine. I think I have enough on the other characters. That should be good. Let's get you an upgrade. So replace one of your ATPs with that and the other ATP with Heavenly Power. Because we get Heavenly Powers all the time on the stream. There you go. So it should be a noticeable attack speed increase for you and damage increase. There we go. Quality of life. Just try normal attacking now, FrostMcG. Feel the difference, especially with Spread Needle. Yeah. Pew pew pew. Yeah, there you go. You've been unlocked. Welcome to Rawcast. Yeah, there you go. See, now you're cooking with power. You're cooking with gas. Suddenly Ranger makes more sense now, right, FrostMcG? You're like, wait a minute. Now I could do so much more damage per second. There we go. That should help significantly. Okay, we're gonna do a little trick, yeah. Little quick menu casting. I could use the technique menu for this, but I've just learned how to do it this way, so I'm just gonna do it this way, to be honest with you. Oh, did somebody hit the... Come on, it's fine. We're still good. Okay. So things like Spread Needle are also decent on this, so if you don't have like a really strong charge arm, for example, or a Baran's launcher, Spread Needle, as long as you take a couple steps forward, should hit all the parts of this boss. So just move close, and you'll multi-hit. It'll be nice. There you go. Not bad. So again, we'll stack a Gavoe here, so that way it pops boxes instantly into a Razan, save some time. I'll take that Tri-Fluid. I'll take that time loss. Yeah, there we go. I should probably still wear the 3 seals only when I get to the claw. I think it's still worth me having Gavoe here. Again, the only reason we kill these, aside from boosted chance of seeing weapons, is potentially Disca if we feel like clearing those. I have nothing better to do as the Force, so I might as well just do those checks. But like here, for example, it's a lure and move on. Switch back to Commander Blade to help the team out a bit. Yeah, we want to debuff as much as we can here, so if there's anything preventing them from moving, we should be good. Nice Confuse Trap, thank you. That'll save some time. Yeah, look at him go. Alright, now what I forgot to do last time is once this one dies, I swap into 3 seals. This is what I should have done. Joke's on you, game. I was waiting for them to group up anyway. Alright. So, we should be good. This is simple. So generally speaking, I'll kill the claws. You don't need to worry about those. I'm just gonna do those checks because I can't really help you much in the other room anyway. So sometimes I'll even just telepipe to you when I'm done. So we're still doing our anniversary clears. Technically, I probably shouldn't do those, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm glad we finally got a spread needle from killing these. Red ID paying off for new players yet again. MVP of the week, as it were. Again, I always like to buff when I'm in the boss area. Oh, walk further forward, Grimlock. There we go. Oh, I missed the buff that time. It's fine. We'll take the TP loss. Yeah, you'll see, like, right in front of me, there's lined up the 3 targets. I'll take damage here. Oh, never mind. Mag invincibility. Or just lucky. One of the above. It's fine. Need to make sure to kill that one in that cycle. Good, 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 good. Ooh, got kind of a bad purge on my side. That's unfortunate. So, the only randomness is, again, if players are, like, moving around, the ones, like, they'll only hunt one player at a time. But, like, if another player brings one over from one side to the other, that does make it a bit confusing what the pattern is. I think I got attacked by something that got pulled from the middle. Generally speaking, there's almost nothing that chases you. Because you could even see in the last run, I basically went from the right to the left and nothing attacked me. And some of it was from how people pulled things, but it's generally pretty safe. Alright, so this time, I'm gonna switch over to Glide Divine now. There we go. That way I can menu quicker here. So I should already be at 3 seals. So what I can do is Allure and then spam Gifoe, so that way in case spinners pop up, we have a chance of surviving. Oh, gave us the favorable one. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, I was Gifoe stacking to protect the team, but apparently not needed. See that, chat? Never rewarded for doing the right thing. Never rewarded. Anyway, we're gonna Zalor at the beginning, and we're immediately gonna Fireball. I like that Zalor will make me target them, so I don't even need to move or do anything else. The game is just gonna play itself for a little bit here. Hey, look at that. I don't even move. Look at this. Oh, that boss is so done. Oh, it gave us another cycle? How nice of the boss. It didn't have to do it, but we'll take it.
Fireball!
They indeed got fireballed. Nicely done, team. Not a bad time either. A very mixed group of equipment. Yeah, hopefully FrostMcG, that should unlock the true power of Rawcast for you. Should be like night and day solo leveling with that character. It's a 40% attack speed increase with that unit. So you'll understand why people buy those as like one of the first items in trades. It is definitely worth on ATP. Actually, I don't need to use the shop. Okay, so we'll do one more, and that'll be the last one we do, and then we'll switch to another quest. I'm gonna switch back to Commander Blade. S rank because we killed over 160. Back to Refoe Emerge, nice. Oh wow, I can actually do damage as FrostMcG. There we go. Just need a little boost. very intense music for loading into the next match. Say, what is this song called? Esperance, Type 1. Interesting. Time to fall into the earth. Rest in peace, Fonural. May you merge with the ground forever. This will probably be Chris's last run. And if anybody wants to hop in, we'll figure it out. It's not quite even beat, so no more pew pew lasers. Almost did mop up by accident, that would have been bad. But hey, the Fonural is getting up there. I wouldn't mind her eventually having 1400 HP. It would be nice, right, chat? In 10 levels that I gain 50 health. It sounds somewhat reasonable to occur. It is the Fonural. Let me see that. There we go. FrostMcG's like, wow, I'm in a whole new world now with spread needle stun lock BS. Now I can paralyze whatever I want to. What a world. Anyway, I'm gonna reuk her out of here. I'm not walking. I was gonna say, walking's for chumps. I don't want that tri-fluid. Wah, the power. Nice. Yeah, sadly the weapons in Forest are just not good. Otherwise we would do those checks. Back when Anguish used to go up to 10 levels, or literally the very first time Anguish came out, just having even one level of Anguish meant that it had Ruins level boxes. That was fun. Chat missed that to some extent. That was definitely a design mistake. So people would just do stupid TTF resets where all they do is check those 8 boxes. And then go to Dragon, because Dragon would also have Ruins level boxes and had guaranteed weapons. So you can imagine the absolute shenanigans of the common weapons at that time. But sadly, that is no longer a thing. We have to do things more legitimately now, air quotes. There we go. Grimlock's already 95. I was gonna say, I think Grimlock started the party at 82. They've been steadily climbing as just that character. So all those little accuracy ups are starting to add up. Plus, eventually, when Grimlock gets the Heaven Striker naturally via ATA increases, it should be very interesting. Nice fire traps. Appreciate it. Go ahead and Zalore those to make it easy. You know, I don't know how I felt about, like, the other soundtrack. I think there were some songs I liked into. One soundtrack did not stand out to me much. I feel like every single song so far in 3 has gotten my attention comparatively. Like, I wouldn't mind listening to 2's soundtrack again, but man, 3 is just either all the strong songs are up front, or nice slime dupin. Love to see the slime dupin. I'll just go join them in the other room. Nicely done. Whatever you for down for them. Saves them a trip. Unless there's truly something they needed from these limes. There we go. Yeah, I guess the only thing we really need now is to get FrostMcG their own Cannon Rouge, right? Then they technically have everything they need as a cast. They technically have a Charge Vulcan, right? They just got a Heaven Striker today. They got a Spread Needle. They just Cannon Rouge at this point. Then you got all the basics. Eventually you'll want to hunt your own so that they have actually good attributes, because Heaven Striker in particular, the higher the attribute, the more rewarding it is. To the point that it'll allow combo kills you wouldn't normally be able to do. Which is pretty huge with time saves and also safety. I don't know why I gel in them. That was a mistake. My bad. I'll pay for that mistake. Apparently he's really scared of being punched by them or something. There we go. You can see with like Zalor, like the spread needle damage is actually pretty decent. The other thing is, did you need grinders, by the way, FrostMcG? I have like a quadrillion. If something of yours is not maxed, just let me know. Drop you like 40 or 50 mono grinders. Because that also helps with the damage. For those, oh, what material? Speaking of useful add-ons, I'm gonna ignore that normally. From the standpoint of the weapon attributes, whenever you put a plus on a weapon, it does get multiplied by that percentage as well. This also applies to things like Red Ring or Kasami Bracer that add ATP to you. Those also get multiplied by attributes. So even weapons that are normally kind of on the weaker end and not worth sphering, quote unquote, like the, you know, Charge Vulcans are good, but you're not exactly gonna sphere them to 100 kind of things. They are extremely, extremely nice just when you have all those things stacked. You'll feel it the most when you play Rocket Seal. The difference of having like Deep Hearts and Red Ring on a character means like your Vulcan has like 50 to 60 more ATP than it normally does. It's kind of nice. Yeah, you'll probably end up using that Spread Needle over your shotgun, just because it does the same thing your shotgun does, but it just attacks so fast. And eventually your ATP will be higher than the shotgun's ATP. Even if you have something like a Crush Bullet, for example, or like a, I don't know, a Final Impact. I was trying to think of all the shotguns that are there. You'll probably just end up using Spread Needle. Spread Needle OP. Okay, so we're gonna switch into Red Saber, set up our menu correctly. I'm gonna attack into it to see if this fixes it. Probably shifted the group after Volt Op dies. I think 2 minutes is fine. It's not gonna take 2 minutes to kill the boss, even with the cutscenes. Alright, that seems to have fixed it. Ooh. I keep catching it a little late there, but it's okay. We can salvage it. Like, it's definitely human error. It's not like, oh, this is impossible. It's just, I'm bad. I got everybody except for FrostMcG there. That's fine. I'll get him before he goes to the next room. In fact, I'll just do that right now. Might as well as. You know what's kind of funny? If FrostMcG gets a heavenly HP from this, honestly, he'll be completely set up for episode 4 at this point. Like, his big issue is that he just can't survive Orphan, right? But like, with heavenly HP, he'll be at above 718. So you'll actually survive getting hit by Dorphon if you get that heavily HP from this run. Sadly, you did not receive it there. Oh, I don't want to be in the middle here. Yeah, team doesn't have to worry about these. I'll clear these. I'm just kind of hoping for weapons, but I'm not seeing any. Nice paralysis. And given that your accuracy is still kind of on the low end, it's pretty good that it's still triggering. Nice paralysis. FrostMcG already enjoying the special of the weapon, apparently. Nice try, Claws. So we'll let FrostMcG go to the next area. I got these. Don't worry about them. They're all mine. They cannot survive the Razans. It's too strong. Make sure I swap into 3 seals. Forgot to do it there, but not a big deal. As long as I do it before I get to falls, that's the more important thing. Let me grab this tri-fluid. There we go. You paralyzed the Darkbringer. Or Darkbringer. Yeah, casts have an inherent bonus of having it activate. Rip. Casts have an inherent bonus of getting paralysis to activate, so you basically ignore most enemy resistance as a cast, even without items. So you can see, like, even, like, mini-bosses get blown up by it. So remember that Dorphon that kept running you over? Just remember that in the future, you can just paralyze the Dorphon with that spread needle.
Is that a monolith?
So it'll be very interesting on the rematch of episode 4. Honestly, you're only missing a heavenly HP. If you had that, you would just survive Dorphon at this point. 10 ATP is not worth the 100 HP you need to survive. Nice invincibility. Love to see it. It's most of them have moved away from me. I should be fairly safe to Kavoe here. I'm gonna stack a couple times here. We're gonna move, we're gonna reposition and keep stacking. We pop one of these, put another stack out. I'll take damage for that. Oh no, it actually changed its behavior right at the last second. I thought for sure it was gonna hit me before it changed. Alas. Let me heal the team since I got time. Oh, see, now I'm just embarrassing the spinners. Go ahead, hit me. Oh, you can't even hit me. Terrible. Try again, spinners. There we go. Frame 1 kill with Kavoe stacking. Thank you, Kavoe stacking. Still useful even at episode 1. Anyway, back to debuff time. Again, the only thing we gotta make sure is that this head does not hurt people. We managed to swap into Glide Divine right at the end. I gave them at least like 5 to 6 attacks with boosted accuracy. Can't really ask for more. We're gonna go immediately into debuff into Kavoe spam. As long as I do this, I should survive. Nicely done, team. Yeah, once you have enough accuracy to use Heaven Striker, the Heaven Striker has sniper range as well, by the way, Grimlock. So enjoy that. That'll be your falls killer. If you walk over to me, I'll boost your ATP. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep following because I do a decent amount of damage. Oh, look at that damage. Oh, we finally got short cycle. Boo. Short cycle. I'm gonna go Kavoe stack here. The boss should be almost dead with 1 Kavoe, I think, afterwards. 2 Kavoes. Thanks, Kavoe stack. You did a little bit of damage. Yeah, you can see the fireball crosses through the boss. So you can maybe get like 400 damage when it comes down. But rip FrostMcG. I guess they dropped out with the oops I fat fingered earlier. Such a shame. Escape doll. Escape doll here. Yeah, I'm guessing they timed out or something. Love Rappy drops are sad. Yeah, the reason that Love Rappy I think is Temple. The reason the Temple drops are bad is because if they put a good item on them, they're not available during events. That was a massive, massive, massive problem with them earlier in the Ephinea life cycle. Like, think about it this way. Every single time it's October, or Valentine's, or December, then you can't get their drops. So Pink ID for a while was booty, because they just couldn't do anything during events. Like, all their best stuff was just not available. It was so sad. So, I'm kind of okay with those items being mediocre. Because originally they had stuff like Vivian, just so chat was aware. If they weren't aware before, and they had stuff like Rambling May on the rare enemy. So, like, you just couldn't get it during events. So all those boosts didn't mean anything. So sad. Oh well. Playing in the money. So, we got some time, chat. What would you like to do? Chris is gonna get some rest. Enjoy, Chris. I could probably play for another 3 or so quests. And I will also take my leave since I have an early start tomorrow. Using spicy in the lobby. Nice. Oh, I need to put away the commander's blade. Let me know, chat, if there's something you want to aim for. Suppress gun is wild, though. Certainly something. I was gonna say, did you want to play Chips with the Clips? Are you looking for any item in particular during Rare Item Week? So many escape dolls. I don't even know what to do with these. Thank you for the good luck, Chris. Get some rest. This character was so close to leveling, chat. So sad. Like, not even a quest away from leveling. But not quite. Let me check the rare drops real quick. On Red ID. Yeah, they're still decent. Yeah, let's do a Red ID run through episode 4 if chat doesn't have anything else they want to do during Rare Enemy Week. I technically got my 1 Terrell's Ego in, so I'm satisfied for now. I'll do more of those at some other point. Centurion ability wouldn't be too bad for the newer players. It's also worth the decent amount of PDs for trading. Yeah, it's like extra chances at Heaven Striker, Cannon Rouge, Centurion ability, Disco Brave Man. Pretty good drops overall here. We'll bring in hot stuff. Let's do maybe 2 episode 4 clears. So we already started today with Pod. Yeah, it's hard to say no to just pure value runs. They're like, yeah, they're really good. Oh, I put it on English. Let's not do that. I mean, like, I'm willing to try some things, but not with the new players. We're gonna make them very sad. My bad, I baited you all. Now, if it was like HellCleave, Promethean, etc., I'd be like, yeah, we're doing Anguish. Well, like, newer players, no. Yeah, gotta tune that down a notch. Oh, he's got a slot for another Adept. I love that all my red ID forces have my Cycle 1s and magical pieces. It just shows I really do just gravitate towards it. It's so bad. I don't think I have another ad for him to use though, sadly. What would be useful for him to do? He doesn't have enough ATP to do the other thing. I guess I'll just give him a random slot. Oh, I did have a god battle in here. Oh, we're doing your clears. Sure. You know what? I'll get EB create on this character. That should be fine. So we'll just complete to the boss. There we go. I was gonna say, most rangers want Cannon Rouge and Heaven Striker, so this is a quest that is both. So we did it on yellow ID earlier, but we could just run it on red. Otherwise, green ID is not bad for running it. It gets V101 instead of Heavenly Battle. If you want to go for just like the luxury attack up item, it's pretty good. Downside is that it's harder to get Cannon Rouge on stuff that isn't red ID. Let's see how he interacts with the floor. Somewhat normal. Yeah, we'll do 2 of these, and that'll probably be it for now. We'll see if we get rare boss or any rare enemies at all. So far, we've only seen 1 Kandryu and a Mill Lily out of Section ID order. Melee'd into that console. It takes great restraint to not immediately Gafoe in this room. You have no idea, chat. Every time I come here, I'm like, please don't Gafoe. Just... But I'm like, I want to so badly. Okay, now I can Gafoe. Nice Baran's launcher. Already abusing paralysis, I see. Sadly, you'll probably still have to use Vulcans or Heaven Striker to hit those zoos. Bye, Yowies. Get melted. Oh, first chance of Cannon Rouge here. Sadly, none for me. I'm gonna stack Gafoe because I mostly just want to hit the Dorphon with this. So if you have paralysis, you can try. You have an okay chance of landing it. Yeah, see that? Already useful. Damn, Spread Needle OP. Meanwhile, FrostMcG is basically like, revenge! No more fun time for you, Dorphon. It's over. The cast is here. And just think, you don't even have the thing that increases your chance of landing it yet. Like, you could get another 50% chance of landing it compared to where you are now. So, if you already think it's bonkers, just wait. You'll ascend in tiers of power. And I think that is legitimate for some of these ones here. Do not fear, because I am here. Nice. Where I do think Rocket Seal is really good as, like, the support cast. It's just not as useful with certain team comps, and at, like, extreme high-level play, it's not as useful. But when you're playing with, like, new players, you're like, listen, I will take, if you have no ATP, I will take that Spread Needle over you trying to hit with, like, Fresh Bullet or whatever. Like, any paralysis is super welcome, so I don't have to deal with these enemies. Snake Spire, okay. Time to all group up. Joke's on the enemy here. Rip. All we need now is just extra HP for Grimlock, and that'll just come with levels. It's paralysis. Goodbye. Yeah, sadly this character also does not have demons, or else I would offer to do it. I guess it means I need more Bringer's rifles, I guess. Not like I can't make them. Build these up a little, debuff them. Yeah, the Asterix are a bit more resistant than some of the other enemies. They have like a 15% less chance of it working, but it could still work. The other Buddhas, they stand no chance. They only have like a 35. The lizards are also kind of annoying to hit with it, but still they're more susceptible than Astar. Okay, we're in a Cannon Rouge room. Let's see if we get any from the wall of them. Come on, Cannon Rouge for the team. Nope, nothing on my side, sadly. Nice paralysis. Yeah, that shut that fight down real fast. Ouch. Goodbye, Dorfon. .666 TP, nice. Ooh, I don't have a lot of tri-fluids. I gotta be careful. Thought I came in full stock, but I'm already down to 5. That's not good. As long as I find like one more before the end, I should be okay. Speaking of Heaven Strikers, drop one try, good to know. Boink. Appreciate it. That'll cover me for most of this room. Goodbye, enemies. Heavenly Mind could drop for us there, which is kind of funny, because you could use that on your force. Just free MST. Although, why the mind units are weaker than the power units, just, that makes no sense to me. Like, MST scales higher in terms of, like, character growth compared to ATP. Though, it should have at least been on par with power. But honestly, it should have been higher. Like, were they that scared of teaching techniques early to players? There we go. Poor enemies. I just see a group of paralyzed people in the corner. Oh, runaway time. Oof. Paralysis. Come to me, team. Come to me. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Team is not near us. That's not good. You gotta get real close to the wall. Oh boy. We have uncontrolled Dorfon. Well, if the team had stayed near the wall, we could have very easily spread needled them. But now we are going to face the wrath of many Dorfons. Very unfortunate. Just remember, team, you gotta get real close for future reference. Alright, let's pick up this tri-fluid. The little buffs in here. Also, I was thinking my damage was a little off, and I was trying to remember why I thought that way, and then I'm like, oh, I don't have the right verge on. Suddenly this makes sense. So it's okay. Even somebody that plays the Force all the time, I'm like, oh, that's not the right red merge. Wait a minute. I'm like, something felt wrong to me, but I couldn't figure out why, and I'm like, now this makes sense. The great mystery revealed. We'll help a little bit with the kills here. Grimlock already 97. Wow. Un's O levels and XP. I'm using up on average about a tri-fluid a room. I think I can make it to the end as is. Tri-fluid and half a room. That'll be tight. Do what we could do. Take these dye fluids for later. Also, this Gertabulu is super susceptible to spread needle, by the way, because every single one of its claws counts as an additional target to paralyze. For future reference, FrostMcG. It is really stupid if you just want to paralyze the Gertabulu. If you're wondering how we delete the Gertabulu really quickly, anything that multi-targets that thing deletes it super fast. So you'll see us do like Slicer Fanatic. Nice. In order to hit each of its pieces with demons. If I stand in the middle of the room, I can always debuff. There we go. That's how you know you've played this quest enough. When you know you don't need Glide Divine, you're like, nah, not needed. Start with some Gafoes here. Good damage, good damage. He can hop towards me, but he's gonna die before he can attack. Joke's on him. We'll see if FrostMcG... Oh, FrostMcG is right where they need to be to deal with the enemies there. Perfect. FrostMcG remembered. Thank you. Look how easy that is. And you can even paralyze them. This paralysis stacks with Frost. So you can make them completely unable to do anything. So Rockcast is just kind of... They do whatever they want after a certain point. I think you're almost there. You mostly just need raw HP and stats at this point. But gear-wise, you're looking pretty good. 4 enemies. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say, so far, the third game soundtrack is so much better than the other soundtracks. I'm liking pretty much every song I've heard so far. I like some of the last songs we heard in Gundam 2, don't get me wrong, but they're on the same level. Gertabulu. Oh, there we go. Look at Gertabulu. Just hands up. He's under arrest. Get out of here, Gertabulu. You don't do anything anymore. You're a non-monster to us now. I will gladly take another dye fluid and that HP material. And we'll let FrostMcG go to the other side of the room to deal with the 3 Goron detonators. They expire, I don't want those. Ah. No freeze traps. Oh well. I will just debuff. Oh no, they still froze them in the end. Better than no freezes. Much better than no freezes. Yeah. Make sure you save a few for the end room, because I'm not sure how many you have. Leveled ups can make it confusing. There's gonna be a bunch of them near me. You can freeze trap these optionally. It just depends on your trap count. I'm just gonna stack a Foe, and this room should just be hosed. Otherwise, you'll need 3 confused traps. No, 4 confused traps from the next room, because there's 4 Garden Detonator spawns. With one of which being easily skipped. But it's super important you have at least one to deal with the ones at the other end of the room, and then maybe a second for the ones in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Not the music I was expecting to hear, but sure. Use these if you wanted to. They're a bit awkward. Nice paralysis. See that? I even got a safety tri-fluid on the floor. I think between teams tri-fluid and that tri-fluid, I'm good. Or Gerda we lose. Yeah, I'm back up to 5. I went from 3 tri-fluids to 5 in that room. I'm just gonna lure them towards me. Next room, just run to the other side. When you get to the middle, you can confuse trap, but I've already activated them, so you can do whatever. As long as you're near the red door, that's all you need to be. Just be near the red door if you're a ranger. Deal with them, please. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna start Kafoi stacking for the next wave. I believe in you, team. And then after that, you just play Operation Protect the Force. If you see anything that could hit me, kill it. You can ignore the lizards. Just keep the things in the middle off of me, and then we're good. I think that works. Oh yeah. Whoever's alternating between confuse and freeze, yeah, just keep them frozen. There we go. So these are dead. You don't need to worry. I'm not scared about the Marissas. Those I don't care about. So just kill the zoo. After that, it'll just be Goron Detonator, or just regular Gorons, I mean. So as long as you deal with these, it should be fine. So you'll need 1 freeze trap after this. Otherwise, if you have extras, you can burn them at this point. They don't matter. So just as long as you have at least 1, we should be good. If you're out, it's not the end of the world. It's only a single Goron Detonator. You can just be annoying if he gets uncontrolled. Oh, and you got the paralysis, so it doesn't matter. GG. Get wrecked, Goron Detonator. Paralysis and frozen? That's just disrespectful. It's not going anywhere. And then Lona Bulu. Or Lona Bulu. And the paralysis. Team is just mean. Double spread needles from the team. They're like, listen, you're not getting a chance to do anything. Playtime is over. I'll go take that dive fluid. Switch into Cycle 1 here. So I do have Mag Blast in case I want to hit it with Dolphin, which I'm kind of thinking about. Dolphin is unironically good against this boss. It can pop the cores evenly in case if they get out of sync. Or we could do Dolphin into like twins or something. For like a big damage boost at the end. Regular boss, whatever. You'd still end up getting Heavenly ability, which would still be an upgrade for FrostMcG. Since I think that's like, what, 20 to all stats? At least 15. No, it has to be more than that. I think it has to be 20. Because I know Centurion, I think, is at least 30. That'd still be a significant increase. Plus, it gives a small amount of accuracy, which is nice. We'll switch into our Rabarda here. Gonna pause the music restart just so it doesn't pause later. Say, music's popping off. Wow, it went straight for the laser? Huh. Not expecting that. Well, that could have been... Oh, look at me floating in the air. Oh, game, you're so silly. That's not how physics work. Sadly, I have to heal that. I can't take 2 of those yet. 2 Rebardas. It's not even greedy. Ooh, slightly too slow with Cycle Wand. Oh, I get it there. That's fun. Thank you for the cannon rushing. Does speed it up a little bit. Oh, I got the Resta. Nice. Got the Resta. Ooh, I'm seeing misses. Are you using hard? Ooh. Oh, that's actually scary. Oh, no. I'm dead. Okay. I will state, though, don't... If you don't have 100% accuracy, just be careful with heavy attack. Because that can cause it to actually miss the other course. Just FYI. Normal attack is fun. Fortunately, I don't think we lose too much time here. Because it was only 1 desync. I got knocked down again. Ooh, maybe I can get the true ending of beating this boss. Come on, laser me, laser me. Come on, laser me. I can get it. No, I'm not getting lasered. No, laser me. Oh, the boss isn't dying. No, team. I'm getting hit on purpose. Yeah, take that cutscene. Get out of here, cutscene. We're done with you. Be gone. Now everybody gets wiggle hair. There we go. Oh, you did it on the fade to black. Oh no. Uh-oh. Hi, PSO. I don't think... Yeah, there we go. Yes. There we go. PSO did not like that. I mean, we still move... Oh, sadly, I don't have wiggle hair.
Did we just see something we weren't supposed to?
There we go. I ended up near the other thing. It was like good night. There we go. Grimlock already 99. I'm definitely gonna have to go get my Moon Atomizers restocked amongst other things. So we'll do one more run. Grab these, grab those. Check the shop. Charge Vulcan. 5% hit. Come on. No. Chat, no. This is like the first one I've seen all year. Come on, really? Waste. Well, I mean, I guess it's proof. We have on-screen proof. I had it at 151. So I can point at this. That 151 is the lowest level I've ever seen it. Of course it's not useful. So sad. I think I got robbed, chat, be real with you. Could have been good. Okay, so one more. This time I'll put on the right merch. That's a shame. The soundtrack is actually not super long, because some of these don't seem useful. You know what, chat? Somehow I'm not surprised. Whenever I'm on like these really niche games, and there's a suspiciously well put together soundtrack list, there's always at least one game out of like maybe every 3 or 4 that has nonsense on their soundtrack list. This one, apparently, if we let it run long enough, we get to hear, quote, the big October update, Yandere Simulator. What does that have to do with Dynasty Warriors Gundam Mode 3 OST? Why is it on this playlist? I have some questions. I mean, I think at one point we were listening to Dynasty Warriors earlier, and then there was a link for a 3-hour quiz show video. I skipped that. We fortunately did not start playing that on stream more than like a few seconds. I'm like, this isn't Dynasty Warriors. Don't lie to me. Moment of Tension is the name of the song. Chat can't see it, so I gotta clarify why I said that. Got the tension vibe down. Dynasty, welcome to Jeopardy, pretty much. What is song that doesn't belong on this playlist? Max score achieved. I was gonna say, FrostMcG is gonna play solo later. They have like 100 more ATP in general, if not 150. Tons of accuracy, stronger weapons. Alright, team, you need to hit the console, though. You can stare at the laser gate, but at some point you need to hit the console. There we go. Like, we will sit here forever. There we go. Goodbye, San Rapias. I'm gonna start Kafoi stacking. Goodbye, Rapias. As long as I find a singular tri-fluid, I should be good for the run. So I'm not under any pressure. I'm assuming across like 400 enemies, hit at least one. I took a couple dye fluids as a backup just in case. Although when I saw Moment of Tension, I thought of the song Tension of Pleasure. Which now it makes me want to listen to that briefly, although it will probably heavily get copyrighted. I'm like, kind of worth. The song is really good. I thought about it if I ever wanted to stream Snatcher, which is the game that I'm referencing. Nice paralysis. Good job, team. Yeah, you can see those Dorphons drop Heavenly Battles. So if you're wondering how we got them earlier, Red ID Dorphon leads to a lot of spares. That's also why they're not super expensive to get PD-wise. If they were, like, hard to attain, prices would be way higher and less forgiving. Do a couple of Revardas here to help the team. Gonna go right back to stacking. We're satellite lizards. They try. Yeah, the satellite lizards block all projectiles from the front, but if they are confused, trap, and attack each other, you can shoot them from the back in solo gameplay. There we go. Team's already mostly out of the way. Should be good here. Ooh, all the paralysis. Well, team's being nasty. Put down a safety Kafoi in case they reach. Job, team. So many shift D bands layered on top of each other. So pop double dye fluid here to hold me over for a bit. Song is called Tragedy. There you go. I feel like that every time we don't get Cannon Rouge. At least we're getting some decent XP. So is Chad honestly surprised we haven't seen any rare enemies since that middle at the beginning of the stream? I'm not surprised. Listen, 1 in 500 with 50% boost. We've killed like literally thousands of enemies and seen only 2. Like classic PSO. Yeah, there's so many enemies in this quest. Granted, not all of them could be rare, but ... it's still disappointing. Oh, a jump out? Oh, I got it from Rappy. It's kind of lucky. Ooh, Doshi Dummer. Nice. Sadly, not a really great item, but keep it for the funny name. Cannon Rouge? Cannon Rouge? Oh, no Cannon Rouge. Oh well, we tried. Oh wait, no, never mind. Cannon Rouge has been found. Congrats. I jumped the gun. Well, I guess Red ID paid off. Definitely need to debuff these guys. I ran out of fluid right at the end, so sad. Yeah, Demons kills them pretty quickly, Paralysis is good. Oh, and it has A-Beast? Nice. Oh, and a Photon Crystal? I'm gonna say, Parameter is starting to roll in the dough over there. There we go, finally rewarded. In the meantime, we'll just level Parameter's character up. Grimlock now level 100, so they've gained 19 levels with us so far. We're not even done with the quest. Yeah, single player play should feel so different. So different after Heavenly Battle and all these upgrades. Goodbye, enemies. That dive fluid for sure. Poor enemies, they're just getting bullied by chat. And Astark's trying. I don't think it's been able to move so far. Yep, nope. Unfrozen just to get murdered by Vulcans. The song Rejoicing plays as Astark dies. Sounds appropriate, I guess. So yeah, we actually managed to get some drops of our respective IDs. That's exciting to see. Oh, group up time. Come to us. Come way closer. FrostMcG, come to us. There we go. There, you're also keeping them super cool. There we go. There you go, group hug. And then team should be able to spread needle this. So 3, 2, 1, fireball. They'll stop like right in front of us. So that's a good spread needle target. Enjoy. There we go. Look how much easier this is, chat. So much better. So much better. Like, the quality of life difference is off the charts. I'm gonna eat a tri-fluid here. So yeah, so like the super coordinated team with like strong paralysis and stuff like that. This quest is actually pretty fun. Like there are some light knowledge checks, like knowing that you know, the Dorphons are gonna spawn that way. But it's like, do you need to know that to beat it? No. But if you do, it's so much easier. That's what I kind of like about episode 4. I feel like it rewards you for knowledge versus making it like a hard mandatory item acquisition, where it's still doable without the items, but you definitely notice a difference when you have better quality weapons versus like, if you don't have X, you just can't finish the run, which is a lot of episode 2, which I find kind of not fun. it's harder to get people used to those runs that have higher gear requirements. Like, oh, you don't have like 1600 health to survive Epsilon? GG. Like, okay. I don't like being hard stat checked. I guess the best way of phrasing it. Not to mention all the insta-kill BS. Like, oh, no frozen shooters? Perish. There we go. Nicely done, team. Support. Oh, Gertabulu got paralyzed. Rip Gertabulu. Rip-a-bulu. Gotta do the wiggle. Ooh, wiggle. And I'm dead serious. If you don't wiggle, it is not like it's not always gonna mess up, but it will mess up when you choose not to do the wiggle. Versus if you do the wiggle, it will never mess up. It's so good. You put yourself in their attack detention just right. We're gonna do some zaps here. No, we still haven't seen a Disco Brave Man drop from this run. I'm kind of surprised. There is a decent number of enemies that could drop it. Like, one set of enemies on the surface, one underground. Whatever, I guess. Oh, Disco Liberator. That's not what I asked for. Try again, PSO. Nice freeze trap. See, look how smooth this run is. And then they get paralyzed. Like, see, sometimes you don't need damage. You just need, like, good attributes. This is why when I try to do the quest guide on the Google Docs, I think being able to say, like, paralysis is useful here really helps teach players that, like, aren't good at learning the run. Like, their strength is just kind of following and, you know, if they're told what to do, they can learn it kind of things versus people that are very experimental. Being told how good paralysis is and being able to show it on stream, I think is so crucial. This is why I enjoy items like kunai. Sadly, I don't play a lot of Seal anymore into episode 4, just because of how things line up, but kunai is really, really good. So even if you don't have a spread needle, you might end up just getting a kunai just by playing episode 4, because kunai drops from zoos. Oh, another photon drop. Well, I'm glad I did another run. It's netted people some decent items so far. Ooh, what a good song. Oh. Wow, I got damage stacked on so bad, chat. Holy. I took over 1100 damage there. Chat, where's my frame 1 defense? that's not supposed to do 1100 damage. I died at full health, chat. It's not right. Let's level up. You know what? After this, we have enough time. We'll do one more TTF. We got enough time. Give Chips a chance at a red ring. Oh, this song's good. I like the progression of the chords. Different. Not where I thought the song was going. Yeah, like, this song by itself stands out over almost everything else we've heard so far across the past few sessions. This song is really good. Grand Detonator. Yeah, sadly without demons, we do lose a decent amount of time on Gardevoir. Not that it's not possible to kill them, but you feel it. Oh. I was gonna wait for FrostMcG that time. Rip. Oh well. He is the trap bearer. As long as both rangers are at the other end of the room, I think I'm okay. Again, it's super important they shut down these guard detonators before they teleport. I gotta start Bowie stacking. We're gonna be in trouble. There we go. Well, I had to back up slightly. Bad for me. Thank you for the freeze trap. It is appreciated. Oh, getting bullied as a force there feels terrible. Let me tell you. Like, if you don't know this room is a force and you don't have, like, magical piece and all these other damage boosters, man, do you just get bowed down there. On level 30 pound, nice. But thanks to PB Create, I'll always have Mag Blast for this boss. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Just one PB Create gives me all the beater I need, regardless if I get hit. It's kind of nice. Okay, the final threat is here. See that? Nice stun lock into the freeze, so that way I don't get hit while I'm spamming Kafoi. That works. I'm gonna switch to Psycho Wand and Bowie. Oh, it's got like elements of the other song. Is this like another form? Interesting. 109 off a level. You'll get it. Ooh. Damn, chat, the soundtrack is good. Oh, now you have to fluid. That's so sad. Sadly, we're almost done with the whole soundtrack. Before we get into the big October update. Ooh, red ID. Red, die. Nice, we killed the red one. I was gonna say FrostMcG. You can actually hit the boss when it's in this phase. When it gets knocked down there, feel free to attack it. Even if you don't have like even damage items, it doesn't matter for that phase. Figured if you just want to shoot it to speed it up a bit, might as well. Ooh, almost punished. Barda merge. Gonna rip Barda in, heal ourselves. Yeah, I think the platform shoes are causing it to glitch slightly. Maybe that's why the Fonurol acts weird, because there's something wrong with her heels, maybe? Like, see how I fell down, but I'm not touching the ground? I wonder if it's because I'm in the goofy platform shoes that the game reacts differently. I could have gotten 2 Rebardas there if I didn't heal. Shame. Ouch. Ooh, it's getting damaged unevenly. Gotta be real careful here. I almost saved it. That's fine. As long as it's just down to 1, I don't think it matters as much. Yeah, I'm not sure how only... I understand 1 getting desynced, but then, like, 2 of them got really desynced. So, I'm not sure how that happened. That's okay, though. There's a small time loss here. Just as long as we don't have to kill the cores again, that does feel terrible when that happens. He's knocked me down. Yes. The mission is, we will break free, chat. The power of deer compels you. Be gone, cutscene. I might as well just wait where the item is. Sadly, I don't have wiggle hair. I know, it's so sad. We need more wiggle hair characters. Only Imperameter's got the wiggle hair. I'm pointing, like, that's where I want the heavenly ability for FrostMcG, as well as ChipsWithTheClips. Let's level up. Atomizer there. Oh, I still cleared under 20 minutes. I'll take that. Hopefully I'm not overcapping on tickets. I think he was close, but without the ticket reader, I don't know what they are. I don't think I drained his tickets earlier. Yeah, we'll do one last run on for TTF just to end the session. Guess I'll buy tri-fluids, question mark. Oh wait, I'll get in that same situation as last time. Mega level 11 is an upgrade for me. It's really sad. No more Charge Vulcan and Chop. So sad. Yeah, he has everything he needs to be successful as a red mage. Gafoe plus Magical Fleece, Ignition Cloak. Like, okay. Yeah, he's gonna be Gafoe stacking his brains out. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna level the Fonurul, which is good. I'd like to be able to do so. Also, I think I forgot to switch character blocks. Oops. So, I guess there's one more Gundam Reborn soundtrack to listen to. Otherwise, I think we've hit all the spin-offs for Gundam. Yeah, like in theory I could use my Phonuman to do TTF, but I kinda like the Fonurul's niche. The only thing I really need to complete her, honestly, is just like a good machine Vivian, so I can kill Vola a little faster. And then also a really high-end Red Saber. Just for the speed up the stun lock. That one's more of a dream drop. 30% machine will cover me for the most part already. I'll grab my Commander Blade again. There we go. 20 levels partying today with FrostMcG. How do you feel, FrostMcG, about your character now that you've gained all these levels? Sorted my own inventory. Power is flowing. Nice. It's overflowing, chat. I guess this is the credit music, which I guess is appropriate for the last song of the soundtrack. Which I always find weird when you listen to game soundtracks. I mean, like, sometimes I understand the stage order might change a little compared to, like, the other lists, but it's really weird hearing things that are clearly like game over music in the middle of a soundtrack. You're like, but why? Oh, I think we're gonna go into the unsolicited random nonsense. Let me switch soundtracks. I might look into, I can't do it until we get the other computer back. I might look into seeing if I can hex edit the game to silence it. I would like a but why. I did it for Valkyrie Profile 1, but I don't know how to do it on a PS2 game. I have to look into it. We definitely have everything we need. We have the save file set up, so it's just, how do we hex edit for PS2? That's the real question. I'm gonna telepipe away. Yeah, I'm not walking there. Yeah, so far, definitely, of the spin-offs, Gundam 3 was the strongest, though this one's not bad so far. So let's go for the damage glitch. I should call it rest attack. This is definitely a glitch. This is 100% not intended. Oh, I didn't quite get it. Oh well. Well, it still gets shredded. There we go. I'll take that star atomizer. Yeah, we'll leave all the dupe into FrostMcG, I think. It's so good. Yeah, the only thing I would say about the first room, just be careful about putting the fire trap in the middle, because that's where it spawns. I think it will still technically work if it spawns a rare slime, but you're looking to not insta-kill them. Gotta pull them out. There we go. I'll deal with this room. Goodbye, random nano dragons. Perish. Grant's level 22 dropped. Get a root here. Not bad. So yeah, Grimlock honestly only needs like, I think 5 levels, maybe 6 max, in order to survive Dorphon. And after that, I think you'll have Heaven Striker ATA on top of that. So close to leveling. This should hopefully level me. Nice. Still not max MST. Shockingly, despite triple Centurion ability. Nonsense. Am I using? Oh, I was gonna say, I must be using our max stat bag. It is kind of outrageous that it's like not capped. That's off. Oh, just me. I'm gonna take a while. Forson's okay at clearing this, but yeah, I definitely needed like assistance here. I'm gonna be a mid team. There we go. heart of item. Yeah, you can see, like, they're already done with the cannabis room. I haven't even left this room still. Holy. Get out of here eventually, chat. A disrespectful melee finish. Let's go. There we go. I killed with photo roll ATP. I did it, chat. Me and my 583, we got the job done. Take the power material that's here. Yeah, sadly Sinnohs can't be paralyzed, or else life would be so easy. If they could get paralyzed, it should just be GG. Definitely feeling it. I have not recovered from the beginning of the week, starting with a 120-mile journey. I also feel kind of sad that, like, they had many revisions of this game, so they never decided to put rare enemies in some of these areas after this many revisions. Like, I get maybe not doing it on the GameCube version, but, like, why not by Blue Burst? Why didn't they just put rare enemies in the game? Like, no rare call up, no rare machine monsters at all. Disappointed. Yeah, there's not even like a rare enemy in ruins. It's so random. Like, why only in like forests and caves? Like, did they just not think people wanted to see rare enemies at all? Like, I don't get the appeal of why they didn't. It's just a palette swap for them. Not like the most time-consuming thing ever. So sad. Back to Commander Blade. Be alone, Mr. Darkbringer. Oh, there we go. The lore, so Spread Needle does more damage. Goodbye, Arlen. Switch over to Seals here. I still see the team fighting the claws. It's okay, team. Like, I'll kill the claws. You don't have to stick around for the claw wave. There we go. Let's do... I'll leave it on Commander Blade for now. Celestial Armor almost rolled max. That would have been interesting. Did you see me interrupt that charge? That was so good. Basically didn't even move. He tried to take that step forward, and I was like, no. He denied forever. I have invincibility, I'll abuse it here a little bit. Get one more Gafoy before I gotta move out of that cluster. Go back. Take some damage here, but it's worth it. Any stacks I can maintain on the next wave is kind of huge. Get a little closer to the... There we go. Much better. Yeah, you'll see people mostly use Heaven Striker Vulcans here. When it's down to just one single target, the abuse falls. There we go. Debuff, start spamming Gafoy. Hopefully we don't need it, but we'll see. Again, I'm trying to make this as safe for the team as possible. Oh, it's just out of range of the Shifto. Damn you, slow-mo. I'd only taken 3 more steps. Oh well. Back to Zalor spam into regular Foe. If I get knocked down, I'll swap weapons. Perfect. Yeah, see, now I'm doing an extra 80 damage of Foe. Like, this actually matters. Team damage there is a little spotty. Okay, that's a lot better. Well, there we go. Oh, what a polite long cycle. Thank you, Falls. I thought for sure it was gonna go up on that one. Well, GG team. Grimlock at 102. Sadly, it looks like nobody got the red ring. Hey, under 14 minutes, despite doing a near full clear. I will take that. I remember when 14 minutes used to feel fast. And now with like the damage cancel bug, it's like, no. We save like at least 30 seconds on falls. It's no longer, it's not even remotely fast now. We used to damage cancel, waste like 10 seconds per phase. It's so much better now. So FrostMcG ending, honestly, as I said before, only looks like maybe 3 levels from surviving Dorfon. So next time we play, they'll be able to tank the boss monster, aka Dorfon. And then they'll have additional accuracy for paralysis. So their life will just get easier and easier as they level. Nothing interesting in the shop as usual. What a shame. Hey, I got a bajillion Scape Dolls for later. Team should be able to get at least 1 Scape Doll back due to how many enemies we killed. I guess that's that. We'll pause the music in a little bit. I'll let the song play out. And then we'll also end the stream. Also, did I put away the Commander Blade? Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, this character got a little stronger, which is a good feeling. So as long as she's holding like an actual 1, she's at max MST. Most of her items, but her base MST still needs a bit more to climb up. So she'll hit max by holding Commander Blade by like 194, I would imagine. It is what it is. Anyway. I guess how do we feel the sessions went overall? Well, we got rated today, so thanks again for those that stuck around and those that joined in briefly. We got a Cannon Rouge, spare Cannon Rouge from Parameter. I saw a Photon Crystal today. We got a Heaven Striker for FrostMcG. We gave them a Heavenly Battle. And yeah, we even found a Spread Needle from the little bringers there. So at least we can showcase that Red ID has just been really good to us. Just across the board. It's good in episode 1, it's good in episode 4. Maybe we'll look into episode 2 quests you do with Red ID at some point. Close the music there for now. We'll save the soundtrack for later. But honestly, as I said before, it gets V502 from Tower. So the fact that it also can still get things like Heaven Punisher from Sinnozel's, or potentially really easy Monkey King bars from Dolems, like it still has like legitimate runs. I just don't know if I would run it through most quests, if that makes sense. I think like there's more value in most other areas. Like their spaceship looks terrible, for example, but their temple was fine because they get Magical Star and Artista, Rambling May, Crimson Code, Disca. It's like, that's not terrible. I just wouldn't run it normally. But yeah, Red ID just kind of solid. But for now, chat, I think that's all for today. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube. If you did watch at this point in the video or the VOD, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and hope to see you again next time.